future, so already longer than the, 3-4 months we've already been going through. Sports Up headlines are brought to you by John Sewer and Drain Cleaning. With over 50 trucks on the road, because your clogged drain is their emergency, go to johnssewer.com. I'm Kevin Majori on Boston's Home for Sports 98.5 The Sports Hub. Joe Murray has you next in a half hour.
Boston Talk Sports.
Break May.
We all know what, but we won't say what. Yeah, worst take on these airwaves in the last 24 hours.
We may not take a call today.
The Sports Hub.
We're showing night.
Just can't take this damn parade. Who cares? Show. There's a 2-mile wait to get past the damn green line.
Anyone who gets hit by a bear in the neighborhood, call Joe Murray.
I happen to trust Joe Murray.
First time I ever met Joe Murray was at a...
Welcome in, 98.5 The Sports Hub. I'm Joe Murray. We're here all night long with you. We're about to watch get the ending results of the Red Sox game, which we'll lead off with shortly after they make this final out of the game here. But a lot to get into tonight. Football, OTAs. I got some thoughts on Mike Vrabel's comments. What's going on with right tackle and left tackle, and what's the deal with Christian Gonzalez? A lot of talk. Wasn't there yesterday. He was somewhere else working out. What's his contract details going forward? We have that. We got some Celtic stuff. We'll talk with Bobby Krivitsky later on tonight from Forbes. He mentioned something about Peyton Pritchard getting an extension. I'm kind of interested. Loose, which will be happening in seconds. We'll talk to Smitty on baseball. Christopher Smith, Mass Live. 8:20 tonight. We'll get live reaction over at Fenway Park regarding the Sox. So your thoughts, 617-779-0985. We're on YouTube as well. Just go to youtube.com. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and you can get right in. We've had some fun with everybody. I've been trying to read the chat every night, and of course want you guys to be a part of the show. I already see Seaside in there, Sir Droids Terrace, Russ Fox, they're already in there, and you can too. So, leading off tonight with the Boston Red Sox, who, if you can believe it, had a chance to win a series. Against the Atlanta Braves, by the way, and against former Red Sox pitcher Chris Sale. They had a chance. They had a chance. And what happened tonight? Well, today, of course, the game is just about over. So we'll tell you what the score is. But they fought once again. They battled back once again. They were down. They tied it. They had a chance. Peyton Tolley was good again. They got hits from people again. And what happened? The same old thing again. There is no one at this radio station who has preached more that it is not over for the Boston Red Sox. Go through everybody. Go through everybody there. The Red Sox just lost 10-2 to the Atlanta Braves. It was a 2-2 game after the Red Sox were down 2-0 in the game. They battled back. They got great pitching, as I mentioned. But they went to their bullpen, which has been so solid all year long. But for the last week or so, the bullpen has completely crushed them. They leaned on the bullpen for too long this year, and the dam has broken. Tonight, 2-2 game, 6th inning. They bring in Mr. Colomb in the game. He gets the loss today. And then Greg Weissert comes in with runners on base. Home run. That's it. They bring in Moran again. They bring in Watson, home run. They gave up 3 home runs from the 6th, 7th, and 8th innings tonight. Their bullpen is damaged. The team has the tendencies of their general manager. When you think about sports teams, right? The Patriots had the identity of Mike Vrabel. The Celtics have the identity of Joe Mazzulla. Say what you want. Marco Sturm was the identity for the Boston Bruins in their turnaround this year. The identity of the Red Sox was not Alex Cora. It was not. It wasn't. He had the power, but it wasn't. The Red Sox identity is of their chief baseball operator, Craig Breslow, where they do a good enough job, but they just flat out aren't good at the job. The Red Sox will play close games. They'll lose one-run games. They'll be in it. They'll have exciting moments late to possibly tie the game or win the game. But in the end, they're just not good enough. They're just not good enough. Today, Chris Sale went 5 innings, 2 earned, 8 strikeouts, and 96 pitches. They hit him. They got to him. They had chances. They had runners on base, and they couldn't move guys over. They left how many guys on base today? How many more? I don't know if the game's over yet, and they give me that information. The game's over. But I want to know how many guys they left on base tonight, because there was a lot. There were multiple threatening opportunities to score, and Chris Sale got out of each one of them. They have the identity of their chief baseball operator. They do just enough, but they're not good enough. Peyton Tolley today, 4 and 2 third innings, 5 hits, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts on 94 pitches. He wasn't at his best today, but he was solid as hell. Probably deserved to get the win if they did get the win. They go to him, they pull him, they go to Guerrero, he gives up the hit, gets out of the inning. Then they bring in the Colomb guy, out on him, send him back, out. See you later, big boy. And I don't know, I have yet to truly get on Chad Tracy, but here we go. Chad, listen to me, buddy. Trace, my man. Stop pitching Greg Weissert in high leverage and pressure situations. Stop it. Please. It has to stop. You're not helping him. You're not helping the team. You're certainly not helping yourself, and you're not helping Craig Breslow, or even us for that matter. Greg Weissert no longer can be put in those situations. I've had enough. Greg Weissert has now allowed 12 of 21 inherited runners to score this season. It's tied for the most inherited runners scored in Major League Baseball. It's the worst percentage of any reliever who has come on with at least 20 inherited runners. That is 57% of the time. 57% of the time he gives up a run? How do you continue to put him out there? This is why I'm getting on you, Trace. You can't put him in the game anymore. That is on you. I'll blame Weissert. He just sucked. He's Crochet's boy. That's why he's here. They have nobody else in that spot. You put in Justin Slayton. He gives up 2 home runs too. That's on you, Tracy. It's on you. You can't put that guy in the game anymore. You can't do it anymore. 5 home runs given up by Greg Weissert this year. 12 of 21 inherited runners. I would love to crap all over Weissert, but he's going to just probably get cut or demoted or put him on the IL, something to that degree. You can't put him in those situations anymore. And just like the identity of the team, their identity is Craig Breslow, who's just not good enough. Either is Weissert. Greg Weissert. No more. Do us a favor, please. Don't pitch Greg Weissert in a high leverage situation again. Thank you. They're wasting quality starts here. The team was in the game. There was nobody else to go with. What about Giovanni Moran? You love to make him the fluffer, but when he actually pitches in games, he does well. Wouldn't he be better in those situations instead of Weissert at this point? Please, For the love of God, stop. And I blame you for that, Trace. Weissert is what he is. He is what he is. There might be people who say right now, well, Joe, who else? Please, anybody else. Slayton, I'll take. Maybe he makes up for the other night. Maybe he makes up for it. 12 of 21 inherited runners. The Red Sox just aren't good enough. I've been preaching that they can still make the playoffs. Skaz, I declare white flag tonight. I'm not tapping out. I'm not tapping out. Today's loss is white flag territory. They had it, and here's the deal. Like I could give you a spin if you like, because they love spin rate. I can give you a spin rate. Well, they almost won the series. I mean, they only lost the games by 1 run. I mean, today they grand slam to Acuna. By the way, let me just. I'm trying to make sense here because it doesn't matter. Most inherited runners scored this year. Weissert 12. I said 11. Now 12. 12. 12. When Ronald Acuna is up at the plate and the bases are loaded, why did you look at Greg Weissert and say that's the guy? Why? I need more on this. Your thoughts? 617-779-0985. The Red Sox have the identity of their chief baseball operator, and he's just not good enough. And that's where they're at. Love to hear from you guys. We're on YouTube as well. It's frustrating, people. I'm frustrated. And I'm not tapping out. I'm not. But the white flag, it's like I'm at the blackjack table. Do I want to surrender with the dealer showing an ace? I think I'm surrendering. We'll talk to you guys right after this. I'm Joe Murray. You're listening to 98.5 The Sports Hub. How about that for a matchup? You can call in tonight, 617-779-0985. I'm curious, those at Fenway today, how you feeling right now? You leaving Fenway Park, maybe you're getting in your car, you pop on the Sports Hub, you hear me. My opening take is the Red Sox have the identity of their chief baseball operator, which is just not good enough. Just not good enough. And, you know, I'm complaining about Greg Weissert and what he's done. Also, I already have some people chirping at me with Joe. It's not the manager. I just, you know what? I'm going to bring Skaz in on this one. Let's say your manager, Scaramazino, right? You just had Peyton Tolley go 4 2/3. You wanted to give this guy Colomb a call up because he's a veteran, right? He was down in the minors for a bit. He's got a track record of getting some outs. And then you'll go to a power pitcher in the later innings. It's a tie game, by the way. So Colomb struggles. It's a high leverage situation. It's a bases loaded situation. Ronald Acuna is at the plate. Which pitchers aren't you going to out of the bullpen?
I would probably say Greg Weissert would be number one.
And like Slayton's right there because he had a bad week too, right? But like, the take is, guys, the identity of the team is what the chief baseball operator's identity is, and he's not good enough. Or not good.
They don't have an identity.
Yeah, but
their identity is being bad.
It's bad because Breslow's been bad, right? Like that's where I'm going with it. The identity that they have, if it's not or it's bad, it's what Breslow has built. But is it okay if I give maybe Chad Tracy some criticism today? That's the guy that he went to. That guy right there. And I told you, 12 of 21 inherited runners, guys? That's the guy? What were the numbers? I need to know. Was it an analytics book? Did Chad Tracy get a buzz down from management? What happened there? What is Ronald Acuna's numbers versus Greg Weissert for his career? I need to know. Like, if it's analytics versus analytics lost today. You mean to tell me that Greg Weissert is the guy you want against Ronald Acuna with the bases loaded? Guys, it's simple. It's simple. Don't make it hard on yourselves. Good hitter, bases loaded. Try to get your best guy. I know that you lost Whitlock. I think he's tapping out, by the way. Knee injury on the side. Get out of here. That's a take for another day. Chad Tracy went to that guy. Chad Tracy keeps going to that guy. That's on Chad Tracy. And Chad, tell me, was it an analytic move or was it your move? Or are you just going along with it because you need the job and you want the job? I liked you, man. I thought they were going to turn it around with you, man. They're 13-15 since you've taken over. All I do is question sometimes your aggressiveness or being too aggressive. Now I'm questioning who you take out of the bullpen in bases loaded situations. Sometimes I wonder why you take the starters out sometimes. Now I'm staring at you. I don't think Breslow's perfect. I think ultimately that's where the problem is. But damn it, Greg Weissert was your best option today? It's annoying. It's ignorant. And this is why I'm throwing up the white flag today. That's a move where you don't care. That's a move that if you got Page, it's like being in a football huddle, right? All right, guys, we're going to pitch it right. Nah, man, let's throw it over the middle. And then the quarterback calls the audible and throws it over the middle. It's a touchdown, right? You have the ability to do that, Chad, whatever. Trace? No. I feel like you're just listening to the analytics now. And it's going to ruin your job. That nice little cushy job that you had in Worcester. You had a nice cushy job there. Now you're up with the big boys and you're getting the analytics to go with Weissert. That was a bad move by you. Bad manager. Bad decision. You listened to the wrong guys. You didn't make a decision. You know he sucks. You know Weissert sucks. You know it. If I know it, you know it. He sucks. He's the worst reliever in baseball. The most inherited runs. 57% of the time he gives up a run. I swear to you, Skaz, Chad Tracy did not make that call. I will put money on it that he got buzzed from atop. Someone sent it down to him and said, Weissert. Or do we have to go back to the wheel of gutless bums by Big Jim Murray? Do I need to spin the old wheel of what bum's going to come out tonight and Weissert's name just popped up? Because I'm telling you, there are better options. I can't buy that Chad Tracy made that decision. I can't do it. It had to have come from above. It had to have. Because if I know it, Skaz knows it, Street Team Joe knows it, Derek, our intern, knows that Greg Weissert sucks. Why did you put him in a game with a bases-loaded situation against Ronald Acuna? It's stupid. It literally is stupid. It is the dumbest, stupidest decision. It's stupid. But for real, this is why it doesn't make sense to me now. So you get it? Stupid. Ronald Acuna, worst pitcher. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Joe, can you fire an interim manager?
Hell yeah, remember Breslow already said he wasn't guaranteed. I don't blame. You know what? I'm blaming him, but I swear to God, he did not make that decision.
Does he make any decisions?
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's probably part of the problem.
It is. I thought he had balls. Dude, they were good in Worcester, by the way.
Woo.
Yeah. This is why the white flag's coming up, guys. They're taking decisions from guys that are using analytics. It's not working anymore.
I'm sure these young pitchers are really enjoying this experience too.
Peyton Tolley. You know what? I was going to say this earlier. You guys, when I watch the games, in fairness, I'm here, so I don't hear the games. But have you ever heard him pitch? Every single time he throws the ball, he sounds like a tennis player. Come on, pull a couple up today. Seriously. I feel like he's Novak Djokovic out there. Did you see him playing with his mustache? Like he was really locked in, you know? Oh, yeah, I'm sure Peyton Tolley loved that one today. And, like, how do those guys look at Greg Weissert? How does Peyton Tolley have this good... And then, like, Weissert walks throughout the clubhouse, and he's just supposed to say, "Go get him next time, bro."
He's got some options, I'd have to imagine. He'll be sent back down. He's only 31, you know.
Oh, should I also remind you that they're 9-19 at home? Should I throw that in there?
Is that good?
It's the worst in baseball.
Not good.
Greg Weissert, the worst in baseball.
I would say those are two things you would like to not have.
They're facts, not even my opinions. They're factual.
It's a fact. Greg Weissert, bad with guys on base.
If we were at the playground, okay, and like the best hitter on the other team is at the plate, and you're like, "Dude, go to Weissert," I'd be like, "Skaz, you're not. No." Like, is there anybody there that can say no? Don't do that. No, for real. Like, I'm just keeping it simple. Just keep it simple. Why are you throwing Greg Weissert against one of the best hitters in baseball with the bases loaded? I'm not going to let it go because it makes no sense. I'm going to harp on this all night long. All night long. Because I want you guys to realize how stupid it was. How painfully, just ignorantly stupid it was. And I the only thing I can think of is it wasn't him. You know, like in sports sometimes, guys, when they do stupid things, I feel like they're coached that way. There are some guys, you know, Vontaze Burfict was always a guy who just kind of did something on his own because he's just crazy, right? Remember Vontaze Burfict? Like,
Yes. Antonio Brown.
Rest in peace, Claude Lemieux, too soon? I mean, I'm just saying, like, there are some guys that just had they were loose cannons, man, and some birds weren't meant to be caged. To me, that call of Weissert against Acuna, there is no way Trace made that call. Nope. I can't buy it. It makes zero sense to me at all. And you know, I might as well just throw Giovanni Moran in there. You know why? Because he's been eating it as a fluffer all year, and then when he comes in and actually pitches in games, he does pretty well. How about you demote a guy and promote a guy because he's taking him for the team? So when you say, "Hey, Joe, who else do you want?" I'm giving you Giovanni Moran, but I don't even know if that's good enough. But you know what? Anything but Weissert. AOW. Oh, ABW. Anything but Weissert. ABW. Anything. And I loved Jared Carabas, by the way. Did you hear this one the other night? He called him the Uber driver.
I think that's one of the better nicknames. Maybe the best thing that's come out of this Red Sox season.
That's an incredible nickname. Make sure everybody gets home safely. Greg Weissert, the Uber driver. Let's talk to Steve in Miami. Hi, Steve.
Gee, I wish you had more passion, Joe. How you doing today?
I'm okay.
Okay. The Red Sox definitely are in this type of campaign. Take one step forward, 2 or 3 steps backwards. I mean, they either win 8-0 like yesterday, or they just blow it and they can't score enough runs to overcome one-run games, or they get blown out. It is getting very frustrating, and I have a thought about A.J. Brown also afterwards. But it is so... First of all, Epstein, he's back with the team for a couple of years. What is his position?
He runs something with Fenway Sports Group.
Okay, so he doesn't make any decisions anymore about personnel then, correct?
Correct.
Too bad, because, of course, he had a heck of a career with the Red Sox. But I agree with you. I mean, look at how he's taken out his own pitches that he had in the minor leagues before they really should come out. There's been a few games that early Anto should have won games, and relief pitchers blew the games for them. And they are actually 2 of the more exciting players on this year's team to watch, because you just never know when you're going to have a good game. And usually, if there's a good Red Sox game, they're the ones pitching it, or Sonny Gray. So it's very... And I'm worried, very worried, Joe, that Breslow's going to overpay in a trade and get rid of one of these pitchers.
Steve,
yeah.
I know you're concerned. I don't know if they're going to allow Breslow to make the trades.
I hope not.
I think we're there today. I think, in fairness, he has made some good trades outside of like Caleb Durbin and some of the other. Overall, most of his hits have been good.
How about last year? The Dodgers were ready to probably cut May, and they give up one of the main guys that they gave for Devers and another rookie, Ford May, who pitched a good game today, but they were ready to cut him without a doubt. Dustin May would have been cut from the Dodgers, and then you giving him one of the main players that you got from Devers. So now the Devers trade is totally blown up, except for a rookie that nobody even knows who he is. Now I want to talk about A.J. Brown, if I may. I would love to see A.J. Brown in a Patriots outfit. I don't know if I would give up a number 1 pick. Next year's draft should be good. You got a guy who's around 29, 30 years old who has had possible knee issues. And I want to get your opinion and what your thoughts are if the Patriots don't get A.J. and, every other day they're getting him, every other day they're not getting him. What you thought of bringing in Deebo Samuel?
Oh, God, no.
If they don't get A.J. No?
No, thanks, Steve. Thank you.
And Deebo Samuel, Joe?
No, thank you.
No?
I mean, no. I think I never want to say a guy is washed.
Injury prone and not as good as he once was.
I mean, if they need like a third running back that can catch the ball and like a game day active receiver, maybe. But no, just go get Stephon Diggs.
I thought he was going to bring up Brandon Ayuk for a second there.
You know what? I would like to declare tonight.
Oh, please.
I don't want to hear about what Breslow's already done.
What has he done?
Well, he was like, he gave up this guy for that guy and that guy for this guy. I got it. I also know that he's had some good guys. Like Wilson Contreras was good and Sonny Gray is good.
Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm watching baseball, Skess. Again, this year, Street Team Joe, who's a big basketball guy, watches football, met Drake May. You know, we said, hey, dude, if you want to be on the night show and hang out with you, like, you're going to have to watch baseball. And I think it might have been 6 or 7 games in where he said it was the most boring team he's ever seen. And, you know, he wasn't lying. And just being serious.
He might have been underselling it, Joe.
He doesn't know, like, he doesn't watch baseball. So like, in fairness, he actually was he might have been underselling to be nice to me.
Also, I think what it really speaks to, Joe, is the suck is obvious with the Red Sox.
It's very obvious.
It's hard to sugarcoat just how pathetic they are right now, and especially because a lot of it's happening at home. And, you know, from a fan perspective, it's really, you know, frustrating to see how many Braves fans are there, because that's what it's going to be the rest of the summer, because this team sucks. They're not competitive. Real Red Sox fans are not going to go support this team because it's everything Red Sox feel are wrong with the team right now. And we're going to have to watch, you know, Braves fans sing Sweet Caroline and celebrate as Ronald Acuna Jr. sends one, you know, onto Lansdowne as Greg Weissert lets up his, you know, 28th home run of the season.
5 now, but yes. I mean,
well, we're getting there.
5 and 50-something. I mean, how many games has he played? It's pathetic. It's pathetic. No, I'm a jerk. I'm going to take an L. I thought their pitching could be good enough. I thought they were the of all the suck teams, I thought they were the better of the suck teams. I'm wrong. Today, I'm wrong. Today, I watched the whole game. I'm not on Nesson today. So maybe I wasn't there today, so maybe I saw things with more of a clear mind. I don't know. I watched the team fight back. I watched Peyton Tolley pitch well. You know, I watched Caleb Durbin really trying out there. Like, the kid is trying. He just sucks. I shouldn't say he sucks. He's just not that good. He's just not good. And this is why I'm declaring I don't want to hear any more about the moves. Right now, we have to talk about what's happening on the field. It's not good enough. Their shortstop, their third baseman, their left fielder. I mean, did Marcelo Meyer even play today? And like, here's the deal with Marcelo Meyer. How can I get on him? Like, he was the number 4 overall pick. Yeah, he faced some injuries, but at this point, like, what are you going to do? Just put him in Worcester? He has nobody around him to protect him. Nobody. He's played a good glove, but how are they supposed to get production from the number 4 overall pick? And then, now Roman Anthony's going to save the team when he comes back? And did I even mention that they lied? They lied again? Remember our buddy Michael Hawley, who was here today? I wish I saw him. Remember when they say, Boston sports guys talking about injuries? Remember that? Was that Jaron Duran who said that?
I believe Jaron Duran had an issue with that. He has an issue with a lot of things, so pretty sensitive guy.
So someone who I once worked with here reported that it was a strain in his finger. And Sam Kennedy went on some other radio station and said, let me be clear, it's not a strain. And then today, Roman Anthony said that it was a strain. Right? Let me get the actual... I just want to be accurate on this one because I don't want anyone calling me saying, why did you do that, Joe? Why did you say that? That's not what I said.
I can give you the quote.
Yeah, and it was with Rob Bradford, who, I like, and I interviewed him earlier this week. Do you have the quote, please?
It's a partially torn ring finger, ligament in my ring finger, CMC to be exact.
Tear. Okay, so I did get it wrong.
Tear. Carpometacarpal, I believe, to be exact.
So, no, at first it was not a tear.
And I'm sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but the way Roman Anthony starts this quote, he says, I don't know if it's made clear, but it's a partially torn ring finger ligament, almost as if to say, hey, Sam Kennedy, I'm actually hurt. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, telling people I'm not, because that's a bad look on me, the player, your franchise player. Why Sam Kennedy? I mean, talk about a guy that sucks at his job and consistently makes the organization he works for look worse. What is like the number one thing you should do with your franchise superstar cornerstone athlete? Maybe not throw him under the bus and say, hey, he's not really injured. He's just, sitting out. Can't really swing a bat, but don't worry. He's not really injured. Then we find out, a week later or whatever, he's got a torn finger. Oh, no, that's a good look.
They said it wasn't a tear.
No, that's good. That's good.
And by the way, the guys who aren't reporters.
What does Sam Kennedy do?
He's
other than F up.
And really, Skaz, this goes back to the owner not speaking to people.
I'm sure he would have cleared this up.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. You know what? I think we talked about this, right? When Henry talks, he is fairly transparent.
He's for FSG, he's unfortunately honest.
Yes.
For us, it's tremendous. And then they send Sam Kennedy out there who sucks at lying but does it constantly.
So
can we say it's a lie? Do I have to say allegedly?
It was a lie.
Roman Anthony himself says, I have a torn ring finger. Why is the guy that's your figurehead saying my franchise cornerstone player isn't hurt? I can't think of a dumber thing for an organization to do.
On the flagship of the Boston
No,
Red
that's good. That's good. Good look.
Let that one sink in for a little bit. And I can give you a little more of a timeline on that one. When Roman Anthony first got hurt, remember, he said, yep, when the 10 days are up, I'm going to be back, which is dumb. He shouldn't have done that. But did the medical staff tell him that?
Oh, maybe they told him he wasn't hurt.
Maybe, exactly. Right? So then he takes swings. And remember, people, not us, but there were people wondering his toughness, right? Wasn't that like a conversation that day? Then it gets reported that he has a tear in his finger. Then that same day, when it was reported, Sam Kennedy goes on said radio show and says, let me just clear it up for you. I can find that quote too if you want, because it's all documented. That it's not a tear. Then today, Roman Anthony sits down with same guy at said radio station. Let me clear this up. I have a tear. This is where the white flag's coming from, Skess. This is why the white flag is. I'm not tapping out. I'm not surrendering like I'm at the blackjack table.
You want some insurance, Joe?
I definitely want the insurance.
I think you might need it.
You ever do that?
I'm not the biggest insurance
I don't like
guy,
the insurance
but,
guy either.
It depends.
Like you're gambling. That's what we're doing,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
That's, guys, those two things right there. We have to go to break. Those two things right there. Ronald Acuna is at the plate, bases loaded. Let's pitch Greg Weissert. I'm not trying to crap on them.
Let's crap on them, Joe. The Red Sox thought process.
Yes.
Throw the franchise player under the bus and pitch Greg Weissert with the bases loaded to Ronald Acuna Jr. That's your Boston Red Sox in 2026.
Oh, yes. That was going to have a long-winded answer to say that.
I'll crap on them for you, Joe.
Yeah, no. The crapping should begin.
They got a guy on the post-game show who I'd rather have pitching against Ronald Acuna Jr. than Greg Weissert.
Not retired. Rich Hill. We did Townie night last night.
Yeah, throw Rich Hill out there. He couldn't have been any worse.
Rich Hill in that situation would have been better than Greg Weissert.
Absolutely. Manny would have been better than Greg Weissert.
Oh, my God.
You get the Creed going.
Oh, my God.
Come on.
Manny would have just thrown change-ups. Like, here, Acuna, I'm not giving you anything you can hit. Just one more time before we go to break. They had a bunch of guys out there. And John Wallach is even checking in.
I love John Wallach.
John Wallach of the morning show has checked in. And I said to him, who says go Weissert with the bases loaded in Acuna? And John Wallach, nobody. I don't care if Acuna had only faced him once ever. Or if he never even faced, yes. He doesn't get guys out when there's runners on base. Are they trying to win or not, was what he asked. That's a good question. Through your big-time guy that you've extended under the bus when it came to injury, And then tonight, bases loaded, best player on the other team at the plate, you throw the worst guy in the bullpen. Are you trying to win? Are you really trying to win?
No.
This is why it's not making sense to me, It's not. Derek, if you know anything about me, when it doesn't make sense, I won't give it up. I'll say it 700 different ways and I'll spin it up real good. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. All right, I see you guys on hold. We have to go to break because I went too long. But hey, you want to crap? Dump them out, baby. Let's do it next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
The Red Sox lost 10-2 today. Peyton Tolley 4 2/3 innings, 7 strikeouts. Sports Hub. I wonder what Smitty's going to tell us later. Steve, who I know, just tweeted at me, Skaz. And I wanted you to hear what he wrote to me. And I wanted to get your thoughts on it. Joe, you're going down the Felger and Maserati rabbit hole by claiming a Red Sox player is faking an injury and quitting on the team. We did not say that.
Dude,
I know Steve. I met Steve. I've met him.
I don't think we even hinted at that.
To think that that's what we said is maybe he's not comprehending. I'm not trying to crap on you, Steve. You're crapping on us. You did not listen to what we said. First of all, again, I'll give you the timeline. Player says he'll be back when the 10-day IL stint ends.
Correct.
Because maybe they told him that he didn't have a tear.
Maybe.
And in full fairness, I don't think a player should do that. A player should never be like, I'm going to come back right away. You shouldn't do that. That's on him. He's a rookie. That's a rookie mistake. Then it gets reported that when it's a pain tolerance and why he can't swing the bat. There were reports that he had a tear in his finger. One of the high members of the organization said, let me be clear, it is not a tear. Today, Roman Anthony on the same network that higher up called into, Roman Anthony said himself, let me clear this up. I have a tear in my finger. Did I say claiming the Red Sox player is faking an injury? Did I say that?
No, Joe. In fact, I would say that we are saying that Roman Anthony is, in fact, injured.
He is injured and not faking.
Actually injured is what we're saying.
I'm also telling you he is not quitting on the team. If that's selective listening, maybe, were you listening to the other state? I don't know.
If anything, Sam Kennedy is the one who said Roman Anthony was not injured. Not us. We didn't say that.
So was Sam Kennedy saying that he's not injured? I didn't say that. But could we assume? Could we speculate off these comments? And then Michael Hawley gets crap from a player for doing it? This isn't media-driven narratives, right? Narratives? This isn't that. We're taking actual factual things that were said, and now we're showing you how disorganized and, what's another word? Discombobulated? Is that one? Give me another word for disconnect. What's another word?
How about a disaster?
Disaster. Dumpster fire. What's something else, Joe? The street team Joe, that when it's bad, but we can bleep show.
Where's Shaughnessy?
Yeah, I know. We need to, or Gasper with his thesaurus, you know.
Tomorrow you'll get some Gasper.
Yeah, please. I'm doing my job. We're listening to quotes. We're commenting on them. We're using timelines. We're using evidence. No one is faking an injury here. If anything, someone's really injured. And maybe the higher-ups think he's not. Whew. Think I can use that one on Boston's entered the chat tomorrow?
I hope so.
I might have to.
I think so. I don't know what else you'd be talking about.
Because we're there, right? We're here now. Okay, we're at the higher up in the organization says not injured, player says injured. That's where we're at right now. The other side of the scope is your team isn't good.
Is there a chance when Sam Kennedy said that he didn't have the tear in the pinky?
There is. It's just that isn't that like a report? Like yesterday we found out Whitlock hurt his knee or whatever.
And then why does Roman Anthony feel the need to say, I don't know if this is, been cleared up, basically, at the start of his quote?
Well, you know what, Skaz? Now you're adding layers to my conversation that do we have a source war?
I'll take the guy whose injury it is as the source. I think that's a pretty good one.
Why wouldn't Roman Anthony want to be out there? Why wouldn't he want to be out there?
The better question is, Joe, why would Sam Kennedy talk about a player's injury at all?
You know, guys, I didn't think like that.
Is that his job?
It's not.
I don't really know what his job is.
Has Breslow commented on his injury, by the way?
He says a lot and nothing, so I've kind of tuned Craig Breslow out, as I think most of Boston has.
But do you see what I mean? The decision or the...
Craig Breslow doing one-on-one sessions, though, with the media, trying to do a little PR rehab.
I would call that damage control.
Sure.
PR rehab, okay.
Whatever you want to call it.
You know what's funny? I started off with who could have... Now I'm convinced that Trace was told from above to throw Weiser today.
Trace.
Guys, there's no way. Like, there's three different. We have three different arguments going on right now. Literally three different takes. The Sam Kennedy, Roman Anthony one. We really need to open up, and we're going to ask Smitty in a bit. That one we need to get out the sniffer. That one might need a magnifying glass too. Sam Kennedy says player isn't injured. Player says, let me clear the air. After the other guy, this is good.
Does it get any more dysfunctional than that?
And that's what I'm saying is like, you have guys higher ups, literally the mouthpiece of the owner, saying that. While the guys that are on the field are like, I can't perform because I'm actually injured.
Who's better at their job, Sam Kennedy or Mike Lombardi?
Wow. Man. You know what I will say? Sam Kennedy, good human, from what I've heard.
Great, yeah. I mean, that's what everybody says.
I've not heard the same about Mike Lombardi. I don't know him, though. Don't know him.
Can Sam Kennedy go be a good human outside of the Red Sox organization?
Do you also know who I heard was a good human? Matt Patricia.
Great.
No, it's so funny because whenever we were killing him, I'd get people being like, Joe, man, Matt's really a good dude.
Congrats.
The other one I got was not Brent, Chip Kelly.
Oh, Chip, local guy.
I'm actually going out with somebody this weekend who friendly with Chip, and they were like, dude, you don't get it, man. He's a really good dude. And I'm like, he's probably a great guy.
Yeah, you can be a good guy and
that offensive
suck
coordinator
at your job.
Like the Raiders went over. Well, they won with one game against the Patriots.
Yeah, they did.
Because he took all summer to go. I was more shocked about the why throw Weiser in the game tonight. Now I think the Sam Kennedy Roman angle is bigger. I don't know, Trace. Maybe I don't think it was you who made that call today. Imagine if Sam Kennedy is like, hey man, throw Weissert here. All right, we got to go to break. It's bad, everybody. It's really bad. And, you know, unfortunately, like in these moments, I don't want to see people lose their jobs. I like my job too. But when you're not doing well, sometimes you have to be accountable. And sometimes you just have to start over. And I know the lockout's looming. Like Skaz, when I'm at Nest, they're preparing for that. I mean, wasn't there movement today about that? So the more I look at it, man, if you're operating like the lockout's coming, no wonder why it's like this. Right? Can't we at least sit here and say, if we're trying to make sense of it, aren't they operating like there's a lockout? Right? If that number's real of trying to be under the or around the first luxury tax threshold, they've been operating like that for how long now?
They're fielding a roster like there is one and playing like there is one too. So,
and what will be the spin by Sam Kennedy?
And we were ahead of the curve, Joe. We were ready for this. We were prepared. Our roster already sucks, and we're spending as much money as they want us to. It's a joke.
And if you really want to get into it, all the teams that are in first place are well below the first luxury threshold, or at least in playoff contention, except for the Yankees, of course. All right, this hour of the sports has been brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy a quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next drive-through oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm Joe Murray. Bullpen gave up 3 home runs. Chris Sale, he's now 8-3 on the season. He went 5 innings, 8 strikeouts. The team will take on Cleveland tomorrow night. You get Game 6 of the NBA Western Conference Finals. Spurs trail 3-2. They're at home tonight, and they're 3.5-point favorites in this one. And hockey legend Claude Lemieux has passed away at the age of 60. Headlines are brought to you by DN Van Lines. Take the chance out of your move and make the sure bet with DN Van Lines, an approved mover of the Department of Defense. DNVanLines.com. I'm Joe Murray.
Listen to it, laugh at it, get mad at it, agree with it, argue about it. It is Boston Sports. Boston Sports. And it is all we do. 98.5, the Sports Hub.
In what sense?
Joe, let's ask Street Dude Joe. Joe, what does the Fenway Punks mean? What is that?
Fenway, I think it would insinuate like, hey, we're a bunch
of punks at Fenway?
Yeah, we're a bunch of punks at Fenway. Like, don't come and mess with us.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what it feels like the shirt meant.
So you have made your own graphic.
Yes.
That you could make a T-shirt if you'd like. And what does your saying say?
Punked at Fenway.
That's right.
What's their home record, Joe?
9-19.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with them at home.
The Fenway
You don't want to
Punks.
mess with the Fenway boys. Don't come down to Fenway. They'll kick your butt. Toughest place to play in the league.
What do you think Ronald Acuna says when he sees that shirt, Skess? Fenway Punks.
I probably think he had the same reaction I did. What the hell is that? What does that even mean?
Oh, Joe. I retweeted that at Joey Mer.
Would you like to know who the Red Sox are starting tomorrow, Joe?
TBD.
No, it has been announced. Max Cerullo 1 minute ago.
Well, friend of the show.
Friend of the show. The Red Sox announced that blank will start as an opener for Brian Bayo. Who's it going to be?
Giovanni Moran.
It is not. A surprise.
Stinky Cologne.
No, Joe. It's going to be Tyler Samaniego. Come on down.
Fluffer.
Another fluffer.
Bernardino was a fluffer.
Sam Kennedy is too, but it's a different story. He's not really good at it.
Well,
tries to fluff up his organization, and
you're right about he's like fluffing the pillows of the organization. I get you.
Yeah, I mean, he's rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic, as they would say, Joe.
You're right. The best thing that you have said tonight. Well, you've said a bunch of good things, but
thank you, Joe.
The one thing that I will agree with you. I was telling Street Team Joe this off the air. Why is Sam Kennedy talking about injuries?
Yeah, I would just advise him maybe don't do that.
Does Joe Mazzulla talk about them?
Joe Mazzulla doesn't really talk about much.
Okay, no. I mean, as much as I don't think he should, the whole Coach of the Year thing I'm upset about.
You were.
Yeah, I was. But, at least he doesn't. He said Tatum was going to play because, he just thought that. Maybe he was trying to spook the other team.
I don't remember Brad Stevens or Mike Zarin saying that
Ainge, I think,
did
it when they weren't good. I think Ainge would be like, yeah, we think he's going to miss some time. But I think
notice what you said at the end of that sentence, though.
He's going to miss some time.
No, just that when they weren't good.
Oh,
yeah, that's when you do things like this.
But Ainge, when they were coming up in the bridge team, he was transparent because he had to be. Hey, he always said we're trying to build around Tatum and Brown.
He was also Danny Ainge. Yeah. Okay? There's a little bit of a difference.
I know. I'm trying to. This is the problem, Skaz. In this town, right? All we can do and talk about are guys that were in the past made good decisions, right? Or, I told you this, Theo Epstein. Game 6 of the damn ALCS. The game before, they were like, yeah, Kurt Schilling, we don't know if he's going to pitch. He has this injury in his ankle. We brought a bunch of doctors in to tell you that they're going to just put it backwards. They decided to just tell the truth because they didn't know how to say, hey, Kurt Schilling might not play. Imagine that, the guy that you got to pitch in a big game when you're actually making a comeback in a game 6. And I remember Maz saying this because I remember McAdam, they were covering the team at that time. And basically, Maz was like, hey, he goes, I had to tell the truth. I think in that situation, it was the perfect thing. We all bit into it. We learned about the surgery. We heard from the doctors. It was like a thing, you know? But they were honest about it. So that's why, like, when Jaron Duran said something, it's ignorant. It really is ignorant because, oh, yeah, the media thinks they know. Well, you know what? The media beat the head of the Red Sox on a story. It's a lot to talk about with this team tonight. But this is the moment. Scott, today, May 28th? May 28th, the day the Red Sox died. Ray Baseball in Boston. There's no way Trace wanted Weiser in that situation. I'm telling you, the dysfunction that we're talking about right now, it's coming from the top. It is. Someone just sent to me. The Sox are putting the funk in dysfunction. All the issues the team has, picking a petty fight with the team's franchise young player, not smart. Hey, but you know what, though? He signed that long-term deal, Skaz. Remember he didn't have his agent involved in it? Yeah. You think his agent's talking to him now?
I mean, if he's going to spend this much time injured, might be a good deal for him. Who knows?
Might be. All right, let's talk to some people. Sebastian, what's up, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Just got two quick things for you. First of all, I think they need to blow up this entire bullpen at this point. I mean, Weiser is hot garbage. And you have, our closer in Chappie, who's, the last I checked, has a .5 ERA. He's some high value for some trades right now. And I just don't think we can keep him around in good faith, knowing that we're not even going to be using him. The other thing, too, is, Duran has been trashed for most of the year, but he finally is having some power recently. If there's any time to trade him, if it wasn't the offseason, I think it's right now.
Correct.
So that's really what I got.
I agree with everything you're telling me. Did I really just see this? That Wilyer Abreu, the number 3 hitter in the lineup, one of their top power hitters, bunted for a hit? Is there anybody on the team that's going to be like, hey, Wilyer, why are you doing that? Why are you bunting? But Connor Falefa, one of these other...
Yeah, Joe?
That was close. That was close. See, Fenway Punk shirts again. See? Punked at Fenway. Justin's in Lynn. Justin.
Hey, Joe, it's Justin. I just want to let you know, I listened to the Red Sox game. They are a disaster today. And I worked at NBC today with Caleb Burton. That'll be on YouTube soon. So please let everybody, you and everybody at the station know to please follow the NBC Sports Boston YouTube. Because the more followers I get, the better for me.
Was that today you talked to her?
Yes.
I talked to her this morning. Did she tell you?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
That's very nice.
Yes.
I told her you were the man.
Yes.
I told her that your dad's the man too.
Yeah, I want you to see it because I did a lot of Celtic stuff today.
Yeah.
And some Patriot stuff. I got into some of that stuff.
All right, buddy.
I want you to get all into that.
I'll tell everybody.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Justin. Check him out. NBCSportsBoston.com. Justin's got his own podcast, and his guest today, Kayla Burton.
A busy day for Kayla Burton, Joe.
Yeah, it was. I reached out to her to say, hey, I know that you're going on with Justin. Just wanted to tell you he really loves sports, knows sports, and can't wait for you to meet him. And then I said his old man I like a lot. His mom's great. Great family from Lynn. And, a couple other things in there. I love a good source war. It depends on who the source is, though, right? That's really what it comes down to these days. All right, one more, because we're going to talk to Smitty. Chuck's in Southie. Chuck.
Joe, you're the man, brother. I want to start off by saying that, okay?
Oh, good.
You're a great dude.
But
I love your show. So I'm just so happy people were texting in saying about your interrupting last night, because as I was putting my baby to bed last night, I had you in on the earbud. And I loved the interview, but it was just like, this was you. Hey, Manny, what do you think of this? And then he'd start speaking. He'd be like, when I was in Hyde Park, when I was here. And then he'd be like, yeah, I know, man. You'd be like, yeah, the place over here on the street. You were just trying so hard to let everyone know you're from the city. And it made me cringe a little bit. But I do love you, and I'm not even arguing with you. Just, you know.
Hey, imagine if I was from Southie.
I'm saying about your interrupting.
No, you know someone's from Southie when they tell you they're from Southie, right? Am I wrong about that? I was told twice that I was interrupting them a lot. Did you feel that way? If I did, I'm ignorant and I did not know.
I didn't appear that way to me, Joe, but, you know.
No, Skaz, if I'm wrong, I will be accountable. But to call me and tell me that I wanted to brag about being from the city, nobody does it more than a Southie kid. You know a Southie kid when you see him, don't you? Like Chuck probably wears a scally cap. Probably has a shirt that says Southie Punks. We're going to talk to Smitty on baseball. Christopher Smith next here on the Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's
back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Red Sox lose today, 10-2. Sources are on the ground. It's our buddy Smitty. Christopher Smith of Mass Live joining us here on 98.5 The Sports. Smitty, how you doing, bud?
Great. I'm right here at America's favorite ballpark. What is it, most beloved ballpark? What do they call this thing?
Punked at Fenway?
Yeah, so I'm here at Fenway. So, yes.
What's the Fenway Punk shirt mean?
That is a good question. I saw somebody else with it on today. Who had it on? Weiser had it on after the game.
Weiser.
Yeah.
Weiser, huh?
Yeah, he not great performance today.
All right, Smitty, you're the reporter. I'm the guy.
But I don't know what the punk thing is, but yeah, go on.
All right, you're the reporter, all right? So just use me as the guy that is, if you get in trouble, it was me, okay?
Okay.
But of all the guys in the bullpen, all of them that were available, why Greg Weissert in that spot? And the question I ask also, do you think Trace really made that call, or do you think that was from analytics or above?
No, I think he made that call. I think that basically, who else are they going to pitch there? Well,
Slayton, he was warming up.
Obviously, it's Slayton, yeah. But he also, that's your highest leverage. Yeah, that's your best reliever, your highest leverage reliever guy with, and it's only the sixth inning. They don't have Whitlock because he just went on the IL. So there's two right-handers. There's, to go there in that situation. There's Weiser and there's Slayton. And he felt like it was kind of like a no-win situation. The bases are loaded. There's no outs. Even if Slayton pitches well, he's probably going to give up an inherited runner or two, and they're going to be behind in the game. And then he's going to waste his, highest leverage reliever there. And also if Slayton, labors, he can't have him for tomorrow. So it was a little bit of a confusing explanation. I kind of get it. I mean, I think you need to go there to the guy that can strike out. And obviously Weiser has struggled the whole entire year with inherited runners. Now it's he's allowed 12 of 21 inherited runners to score. So I mean, it's not a win-win. It's kind of a lose-lose situation no matter what Tracy does there. I mean, you can't allow a single and walk two guys to start the inning if you're Danny Calhoun or whatever, however you pronounce it.
Might as well be Danny Calhoun for all we know at this point. No, so what you're telling me is there is no other guys on the roster to pitch in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, they had already gone to Tyron Guerrero, who they just called up and throws 100. They had just gone to him to replace Peyton Tolle. He's the right-hander that they had. I mean, I was actually looking at it myself during the game, and I'm like, who else are they going to? Who else is here? There's no one else. So, what I would do if I was the Red Sox right now, Weiser has struggled, incredibly the entire year, right? Like he has an ERA in the fours. And he's struggled in these situations where he's inherited runners, as I said, 12 of 21. I would option him tonight, and I would to Worcester, and I'd bring up Tommy Kahnle. Tommy Kahnle's down there. He's a veteran guy that he's pitched years in the major leagues. He's pitching well in Worcester. He has an opt-out clause in his contract. He has the ability to opt out on June 1st. So the Red Sox have to make a decision with him anyway within the next couple of days. So, it just seems obvious, Weiser struggling, send him down. I would even say, Danny Calhoun. Why am I saying this name wrong?
Let's just call him Calhoun. Let's just go with it. I got with it.
Calhoun. Yeah. I go by the Calhoun every day when I go home.
Oh, Smitty,
it's actually funny because Cotillo, I struggle with some names that are just clear when you read them, right? So Cotillo's I don't know why you have so much trouble with this name. He's but actually more than just me has trouble with this name, looking at it. But go on, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Cotillo, Rosillo, I've heard that. I've heard that from the past before in my life. But really, Smitty, all right, I'm thinking about this, okay? The bases are loaded and Ronald Acuna is up at the plate.
But before you say anything, Sean McAdam was sitting right next to me and predicted it.
He did?
Like, there's going to be, he said, there's the Grand Slam. He said it like 2 seconds before it happened.
It's
right
just,
when it came.
This is why I can't. You're emphatically saying that it was Tracy who did it. So I just feel like it couldn't have been him because of all the guys, Weissert, and I know that Slayton was there. And here's the other guy that I'd go to because now we know he's not going to pitch tomorrow, or at least be the bumper. But Moran's been pretty good in these situations. Like, I mean, don't you want to reward? Though. I know, but don't. I mean, what's Acuna versus lefty? I don't know. See, this is what I mean. Is it analytics or was it the actual what was left?
Yeah, I think they wanted a righty in that situation. It was what was left, I feel. And so you can look at his analytics thing. They didn't want to waste Justin Slayton. I mean, I don't perhaps understand wasting Justin Slayton there. I mean, if he gets out of the inning without allowing any runs, you use your highest leverage reliever in an incredibly important situation, and you got out of it without giving up any runs. But they were just banking on the fact that, like, it's a lose-lose situation. Even if there's 2 fly balls that are hit, that's off Slayton, that's 2 runs, 2 fly balls to the outfield. And so they just didn't want to, use him in that type of situation where, they wouldn't, they take away their best, highest leverage right-handed reliever in the 6th inning, and then they may not have him for tomorrow.
Christopher Smith joining us here, Smitty on Baseball, Mass Live. All right, Smitty, let's have a conversation. This is a heart-to-heart right now, okay?
Okay.
So I heard that Roman Anthony had a tear in his finger. I heard that, the flagship of their radio station, someone there reported that. And first off, Roman Anthony did say that when his 10 days are up, he'll be right back. That's a rookie mistake. Mm-hmm. Then we hear it's a tear. Then a high-ranking official of the Boston Red Sox said it is not a tear to clear the air. Then today, Roman Anthony says to Rob Bradford, let me be clear, I have a tear. So, is this a high-level ranking member of the Red Sox saying that the player is not injured and should be playing, while the player is saying that he is injured? Can you give me a little on that?
Yeah, so I think there should be better communication overall between, the front office and the medical staff and the coaching staff. They're all on the right page saying exactly the same injury. And being on the same page with Roman, saying whether it's whether there's a torn ligament or it's a sprained ligament. Now, the thing is that both, I had many people tweet it to me. Everybody plays doctor on Twitter, or X as they call it now. And many people say a sprained ligament is the same thing as a tear. And so, maybe the medical staff is just going at it, telling that, Sam, it's a sprained ligament, and Sam doesn't know himself. Sam Getty doesn't know himself the difference between, or if those two things are the same thing. It's complicated. I mean, I think that it puts them, they look bad, obviously. But Roman told us, it's kind of sprained ligament in the ring finger, bottom ring finger and stuff like that throughout the process. So I think it's the same thing, but they need to get on the same page so that they don't look bad, right?
Yeah, so I just want to make sure you think he's hurt.
I think he's hurt. I mean, I'm not you have to grip a bat, and he, to hit, and he doesn't feel like he can grip the bat completely the way that he needs to hit the ball the correct way. And so, he's going to not come back until he's able to do that. And he's felt some soreness on the follow through. And, I guess he was supposed to hit off a tee today. I asked Tracy about that after the game. He said he thinks he did. We couldn't find Roman after the game to talk to him, but, I think he's hurt. But I don't know if it's more of a pain tolerance level situation. I don't know. The lack of communication they've had about injuries is not good. I mean, they always downplay everything at the beginning, right? Like they downplay with everybody. I mean, like Garrett Crochet was supposed to be, 15 days and then he's back. That's what he said. And so they downplay everything. They always have for years here. And, I mean, you can go back to last year with Justin Slayton, where he ended up on the IL for like 2 months, and he said it was going to be a 15-day thing originally. So it's always downplayed here. They probably do that. I mean, I haven't covered any other baseball teams, but they probably do that everywhere. I don't know. But they need to have better clarity, better explanations, and get on the same page about what the actual, diagnosis is, I guess.
Do you think they're going to clean that one up? Sam Kennedy or somebody?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I just feel like if the player's telling you that it's a tear and he's injured, and ownership is telling you that it's not that, I get what you're saying. I just feel like they need to clean that up at least to the media, because I don't know, some of the players get upset when, remember Michael Hawley and Jaron Duran? Like, I'm just saying, how if I'm a guy on the radio trying to make sense of it, because it doesn't, don't they have to? You said it's better communication. Do you think they'll have that and actually will maybe talk to you or somebody else to get that story out there?
You would hope so. I mean, he is on the other radio station in the morning sometimes, and he's often on NESN pregame show. And so that question can be asked. He's not often around here to talk to before games. I don't see him around much. But, yeah, no, I think that, I mean, as I said, Sam Kennedy, nice guy. I don't know about the pushback he's given sometimes, occasionally, on what a Larry Lucchino did back in the day, and pushback and, signing players. And I don't know if he has that, but I don't think he maliciously is telling you the wrong injury. I think he probably just got this one mixed up where, a tear is a sprained ligament, as people are saying.
Yeah.
And he got those words from the team, and Roman Anthony, who's, obviously with the doctors and the trainers and talking more about it, got more explanation on it.
Later on tonight, I want you to read Roman's quote again, okay? Because he goes, I want to make it clear.
I know, I read it.
I wonder how he feels. And I wonder how Peyton Tolley feels today, right? Like, these young guys, that one's trying to get back, one they put in the monitors early on, one's fighting for his life every day. They blew the game for him the last start. Today, they take him out. He's going battle to battle with Chris Sale, right? Like, I wonder how some of those young guys are looking at some of the other guys in the room. And just while I'm at the young guys thing, Wilyer Abreu trying to bunt for a hit? Who is going to pull him? Who's going to pull him aside and be like, dude, you can't do that?
Yeah, I asked about that during the game. Like, Sean, I'm sitting next to Sean McAdam. He's just like, the number 3 hitter is bunting, a sack bunt there. And so come to find out he was bunting for a hit. Like, yeah, I mean, there's, but you are scribing for runs. I guess that's what they're thinking themselves, right? Like, they have difficulty scoring runs, and they're trying to get ahead against a guy like Chris Sale. But yes, that's, not really acceptable to have your number 3 hitter bunting after, your number 2 hitter leads off the 3rd inning against Chris Sale with a double. And Chris Sale had struggled, in the first 2 innings. They made him work. I mean, he had thrown he wasn't throwing strikes. They were fouling a lot of pitches off against him. And so it wasn't like he dominated them for the first 2 innings. So when you double the lead off the inning in the 3rd, you obviously want to play for the bigger rally when you have your 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up. And that's just not a situation where you can do that.
All right, Smitty. I don't mean to pound you with all this stuff. No. You know what it is, man? I do the show at NESN now, and I'm there some nights, and I'm really trying. I'm trying to say, hey, they're only 5 games back, guys, and they're the best team of the suck. Today was the day where I went. I just feel like Tracy didn't make that call because, dude, if it was me, right? I've asked everybody on the show tonight. Anybody but Weissert in that situation. Maybe it's not fair to Weissert, but I'm trying to defend Tracy because I just don't think he would do it, but like I feel like it just had to come from above.
Yeah, I mean, he just doesn't have many options, and this team is just like, you talk. You talk about it, how there are not that many games out of the wild card and all whatnot, but there's so many teams that are separated between them and the final wild card spot, and it just feels like this. I mean, this whole year has been the same thing, and it doesn't feel right, and so. Like in terms of whether you go for it or not, I would think that they should just. I personally think they should just blow it up. I mean, they've got some great.
Whoa!
Yeah, I mean, they've got some great trade pieces.
Smitty on baseball. I mean, blow it up.
Look at Wilson Contreras, Aroldis Chapman, Sonny Gray. These guys, can get you a lot of good stuff in return. And so, yeah, I mean, I just don't think that. Going out and trying to put a Band-Aid on this by, trading away some prospects for, a right-handed hitter is going to fix this. It just hasn't been right the whole year. And, they're 9 games under 500. They weren't 9 games under 500 at any point with Alex Cora. So it's not gotten better. It's not gotten better.
Yeah. So who's pitching tomorrow now?
So Tyler Semeniego is going to be the opener for Brian Bale. And so Brian Bale will come in as a bulk guy. He's obviously been better in that situation than he has starting games, which is kind of crazy. But like either way, I think that as Tracy talked about today, it's like, he's struggling against commanding his pitches, throwing strikes against left-handed batters. Left-handed batters hitting like 346 against him. Wow. And 14 of his 21 walks have been against left-handed batters. So he needs to just throw strikes against left-handers, and he needs to figure that out. I mean, whether he's, in the starting rotation or if he's following an opener, he just needs to figure it out because once Crochet comes back, there's obviously, decisions to make, and he has options if they want to keep Tolley up and, send him to Worcester.
They need Kenny Powers in that bullpen.
It's actually funny. I've been rewatching Eastbound and Down. I hadn't watched it like a decade, and I just started rewatching it like about a week ago. So Kenny Powers has been on my mind a lot recently.
No, they could use him. They could certainly use him. All right, Smitty, I hate to fire bullets at you all night, but it was
no problem.
It was a tough day there today. I hope you make it home all right.
All right, thanks. Have a good one.
Thanks. He's Smitty on baseball. He's Christopher Smith, everybody, over at Mass Live. I love how he watches the game with Sean McAdam. Just so you know, like Sean McAdam was like one of my mentors too. I used to do a lot of radio shows with him. And he is right. Sean's got an old time sniffer. One of those guys that's been around for a while that just knows it's going to implode. And Sean great at hockey talk, and he's got a sense for the hockey guys too, the hockey game. But like McAdam has Cotillo and Smitty, right? Just like talking baseball with him. Cotillo's breaking all the news. Smitty's doing the dirty work, and McAdams is just the scribe who already knows what's going to happen. What a crew. All right. Hey, Street Team Joe, I got an assignment for you. I want you to come up. You're a big top 5 guy. Come up with your top 5 stories that you put in Slack tonight that you want to talk about. All right? We'll get to the headlines. We'll do more next year on 98.5 The Sports.
Sports Hub headlines.
Red Sox lose 10-2. Peyton Tolley pitched 4 2/3. The bullpen came in, and Greg Weissert gave up another home run. And so did Giovanni Moran and Randy Watson. Or Ryan Watson. Sorry, Randy Watson. Joey Murray will not survive the week. However, there was a great cackle chuckle during the Justin and Lynn call tonight. I didn't hear a cackle tonight. Last night who was it? Somebody cackled last night. We've been getting some good ones lately. That was last week, right? The guy reminded me of the guy from The Water Boy.
It's funny. Carolina.
Oh, yeah, Tommy. Derek, look out for good cackles, all right? When we get callers or whatever, look for a good cackle. Yeah, there it is. Do you get the bulldog from Savage Hill in there, too? I used to hang out on Sydney Street back in the day.
Were you a Bulldogs guy?
And you got Joe's friend Sarah. When I mentioned Tahiti in Dedham, Mass, with a great. You know what I will say about Tahiti though? They have great chairs. Like Joe, they're like perfect for fat guys. The wheels move really well. They're like it's like a lounge chair, a nice little lounge chair with wheels. And carpeting hasn't been changed in 40 years. And since in their area, have you been to Tahiti yet?
Oh yeah.
And since in their area, have you been to Tahiti yet?
Oh yeah.
I need a laugh right now. I need this. Sorry, everybody that wants me to continue to break down the game tonight. You know who's not laughing, guys? Peyton Tolley. Did you see him just working on his mustache earlier? He must have been so focused. How does a rookie like him look at Weissert? There's got to be something there, right? Is that what he did when he walked by him?
That's how I look at Greg Weissert right now.
So I've heard that he's boys with Crochet. Like I heard that like Weissert's like one of like the, you know how like what Crochet's the man? His ensemble is Greg Weissert.
So he's a follower, Joe.
Yeah. Like it's hey, listen, I love Lou Maloney, but he was no Mars guy. He was. There was some right. Is Marcelo Meyer Roman Anthony's guy? Right? Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Just some, if Drake does Drake May need a buddy? Who's Drake May's buddy? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It was, who's Drake May's buddy? You got to cater to your superstars, man. I mean, look at Giannis. He's got like 3 brothers. Right? It's just 3. LeBron's got his kid on the team. Right? Belichick at UNC has his kid calling the defense. They all come with someone. Anyways, so we're going to do in or out next. And it's going to be Street Team Joe's top 5 of in or out.
I mean, Street Team Joe's in charge of in or out tonight. We'll leave it at that.
And we're moving you to the studio.
Sure, yeah.
All right.
We're going to put Street Team Joe entirely in charge of in or out.
I like this. You're going to run the board too and everything? It's great. You think Derek can run the board?
I think so. He's got videos already.
I think he can run the board. Just, all right, Derek, you got it. We'll take it from here, buddy. We have in or out coming up next in this hour of the Sports Hub. It's brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. I'm laughing because Carrie Ann in Seattle goes, hell yeah, Tahiti makes me excited too. And since in their area, have you been to Tahiti yet?
Oh yeah.
All right. In or out coming up next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
What's it gonna be, McFly? Are you in or out?
More Joe Murray coming up.
gotta know without a doubt. I'm the one you need for a dirty deed. I'm the best. Success is guaranteed.
Dinner out.
Brought to you by Street Team Joe.
Correct. I just put something in Slack. I don't know if you guys have seen it. This was sent by Hooch, who's listening. Shout out, Hooch. And just so you know, Hooch and I have spoken about the chairs at Tahiti before. It's the reason why I brought up the chairs at Tahiti, because him and I love the chairs at Tahiti.
So it's just a good chair for a
Joe.
big guy.
The place is just got good wheels and a nice little comfort. You know,
what kind of drinks are we talking about?
Polynesian, lots of scorpion bowls, Mai Tais, zombies. Yeah, pot that baby down a little bit. There you go. A little further. There you go.
There it is.
Learning on the fly, big guy. Did you see the photo that he that was sent to us? It is a Peyton Tolley lookalike of Street Team Joe.
I mean, the mustache, I got to say, looks pretty good.
Tolley Joe?
I think it looks good.
I think I would do good with the mustache.
Yeah, I think it's a good look for you.
Think Haley would like that?
Maybe.
What about her dad?
No.
No, you don't think he's a mustache guy?
I don't think he may not be a mustache guy.
Mm-hmm.
Big Steinbrenner fan.
Clean cut, like the Yankees are supposed to be.
Yeah, back in the day.
Well, James Scarmazzino, Skaz, is in the studio. He's on camera, everybody. Can you see him?
Yeah, occasionally, I think. Every once in a while when it switches over. It's good to be in here every once in a while. Joe, Street Team Joe, a big fan of... he wants to surprise me with the in or outs every once in a while. So I said, you know what? It's all you tonight. Whatever you come up with, we will answer.
My dad is a huge fan of Skaz. He thinks he's like the funniest dude ever.
I appreciate
that. So he, from time to time, Paul will be like, "Get Skaz in the studio." Like his one-liners are just like too good.
Skaz is the king of the one-liners. He could go on tour.
There we go.
What was that from Goodfellas? You know the guy that he gets like was the cabana, right? Gets the front seat, and the guy's like, "Hey, my wife, the kitchen, hey, go somewhere we never been before. How about the kitchen? Hey." Well, there's that Andrew Dice Clay. I can't remember.
Little Rodney.
Good old mother. Good. No, I'm not gonna go there. All right,
we'll get it started, gentlemen. First question. The Portland Trailblazers have emerged as a potential serious interest in Giannis Antetokounmpo. Gentlemen, are you in or out on Giannis and Dame Part 2?
Out. Do you think that owner is going to pay Giannis and his brothers? Out.
They don't want to pay a coach, right?
They can't pay anybody.
They don't want to pay a staff. They don't want to pay for hotel rooms. They don't want to pay anybody. Yeah. I'm glad you mentioned the owner. There's no way Giannis is going to Portland as they are seriously slashing budgets over there. Now, the staff, the checkout times for professional NBA players, they're Tom Dundon, I believe, is the gentleman's name. Yeah, I don't think he's too interested in Giannis's paycheck there. No, I'm going to be out on that as well.
Who do you guys think Giannis should go to?
Miami.
Yeah, Miami or Toronto makes the most sense to me.
Dude, actually, all right. Do you guys ever? I watch a lot of TikTok. This is TikTok Joe now. Do you ever see the guy that interviews millionaires or billionaires and says, "Hey, how did you get started?" and what are some of the questions or some of the things you'd tell to the younger generation? You guys know who I'm talking about?
I mean, I've seen people do videos like that. I didn't know it was one guy.
Well, there's a dude who does it, and he got Giannis. And Giannis talked about like how poor he was and like how investments and how when he was coming up, agents and people took a lot of money from him. And like money's important to Giannis. So I know he's got 2 years left. I don't think he's doing anything without an extension.
I mean, not to crap on those guys' videos, but I think Giannis is a little different than your run-of-the-mill
They try to
business.
find the guy that was selling tires one day at, the tire mat.
Being one of the, top 5 best athletes on the face of the planet, I would say, is a good head start for Giannis there in terms of the bank account.
All right, next one.
All right, Joe. That was a little light there.
A little light there. All right, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with what's going down with the 49ers and their facilities down there, but Isaac Guerrero tore his pectoral muscle lifting last month. And the reason why this is significant, it happened at the 49ers facility.
Yeah, because it has that little...
the electric
thing
Yeah,
over
the
there.
power plant. It's a substation operated by Silicon Valley right next to Levi Stadium. Are you guys in or out on believing that, that this is real, and should they do something about it?
In, yes. What can they do about it?
Yeah, I'm 100% in too. I just, quick search as Joe brings up the question here, but the 49ers entered last year with roughly 132 games lost to injury, outpacing the league average of 84.5. They also have the most Achilles and patellar tendon tears over the last 10 years. So, yeah, something is going on. I don't know if it's the medical facilities, if it's the substation. What do they call that thing?
Yeah,
the electrical
power plant substation.
Yeah, I would imagine it's not an easy lift to move either of those facilities. But, yeah, maybe don't practice right next to that. It seems kind of like a conspiracy theory, but with all the injuries they've had, I feel like it's tough to ignore at this point.
Last couple of years have been brutal, right, Skaz? It's like, who went down? Purdy, who tore his Achilles? Kittle?
Ayuk's been hurt.
Ayuk hasn't been the same.
Fred Warner, I think, got hurt at one point.
Mike Evans is next.
He's a walking injury waiting to happen.
Great guy to sign when you get that problem.
Do you think Dobbs will have a better season than Mike Evans?
I don't know.
And Mike Evans has had a better career than A.J. Brown.
Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking like for this 1 year. Like
I would probably go Dobbs upside, but Mike Evans is a gamer. He did miss games last year, though. The other thing is Purdy going to be able to, Mayfield had a cannon of an arm. Purdy doesn't. It's going to be much different for him. I don't care about this anymore.
Next. Today is National Burger Day.
Yeah!
That's more like up our alley. Online personality Big Cat vowed to eat a cheeseburger every day of the month for the month of June. Gentlemen, are you in or out on being able to eat a cheeseburger every day for a month?
Dude, your poop would be solid. Speaking of poop, I got musings later.
Oh boy, that's what a big market tease.
No, think about that.
Wait, you think a burger a day is gonna mess up your system that much? If it's just you're having for lunch every day, one burger.
I feel like the stool would be thick.
But isn't everyone kind of eating like ground beef and rice and everything? Everyone's eating slop nowadays, anyways.
So full transparency, I can't remember the last time I had a burger.
Really?
Oh, I had one in Vegas at 4 a.m.
I grilled some last weekend. First week, you got to get out there.
How's the grill at the new house, guys?
It was free, so it's great.
Grill or Blackstone?
No, it's a grill. I do like my dad as the Blackstone. He does like the big breakfast and everything on it. Yeah, it's phenomenal, but not yet. Not on this salary.
No, but Joe, you almost ate pizza every day last week.
Yeah.
Could you eat a burger every day?
I think I could. The thing is, I think pizza, you can get a lot of different varieties and toppings. I think eating a burger every day could get a little bit old. It might be tougher. Because you and we're not vegetable guys. We don't like the lettuce, tomatoes.
Do you know what I would do? I would make like a biscuit burger.
Breakfast burger?
I'd put an egg on a burger.
You do like a cheeseburger sub, right?
I'd do a cheeseburger sub. Maybe we could chop it up. What else could we do? We could make a taco burger.
Where is your guys' favorite burger? Fast food.
Fast food's Five Guys. There used to be a local place called R.F. O'Sullivan's in Somerville. Oh. Lewis's in Norwood makes a good burger. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't go out to a restaurant and get a that's not what I'm there for. I can make a burger at home.
The other thing is chicken parm. Why go out for a chicken parm? I want that bolognese. I want what's been stewing all day.
Yeah, you want something that you're not making at home.
Exactly.
I remember when I went to Italy, chicken parm was not an Italian. It's not an Italian dish.
No.
It's not an original thing. If you ask for chicken parm, you'll be
they look at you
judged.
Yeah, they do.
This is like, what kind of American thing is that?
Terrace in our chat says, out on eating a burger every day because he might turn into a burger. What about a smash burger? Overrated.
Overrated.
I think, yeah. See, we nailed down the food.
Yeah.
All right, next one, gentlemen. We have a new cookie here at Crumble Cookie.
I love Crumble.
And the reason why I bring this to your attention is because I am a huge Chips Ahoy fan.
Mm-hmm.
And so they have a new cookie on cookie, if you will. A Chips Ahoy Crumble Cookie, where the Crumble Cookie is made up of Chips Ahoy pieces with blue vanilla frosting, chocolate chips, and a Chips Ahoy cookie on top. Are you in or out on the Chips Ahoy cake?
And I mean, you guys have had Crumble?
Yeah, I mean,
what do they do bad?
Maybe the amount of sugar in each cookie, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, other than
you
that.
need a fork and knife to eat a crumble.
Yeah.
I could bring 4 giant crumbles here. We'll all get a piece.
I think I could eat a burger every day more than I could eat a crumble cookie every day.
Yeah.
And that's not an insult to crumble cookie. It's just they are dense.
So why does Crumble need to take a Chips Ahoy idea when they have their own ideas?
I don't know. I think Chips Ahoy is just like it's like putting Reese's on. It's like a candy cookie.
In fairness, this is no offense to Chips Ahoy because I've eaten thousands.
Chips Ahoy are great.
They used to come in sleeves.
They still do.
They're only good with milk. Now the soft patch.
Oh, the chewy.
Ooh, wait a second. Hang on. I hated when they went to chewy instead of soft patch. The soft patch came with 4. It was a again, I went to Catholic school, so when my mom packed the lunch,
soft batch, is that what we're saying?
We would get
here?
the soft batch.
I don't remember this.
Then it turned to chewy. Out. I'll eat the chewy. But you don't see the soft patch?
Oh, I see him.
The soft patch was where it was at. But soft patch turned into chewy out of nowhere. They just somehow skipped over soft patch, and it just became chewy, and everyone went with it, and not me. The soft patch cookie is elite.
You can still buy Keebler soft batch cookies.
So not Chips Ahoy.
I'm looking it up here.
Oh, the soft patch was something else, baby. Didn't need milk for that.
I can't. Are you guys Oreo or Chips Ahoy people?
I go back and forth.
Yeah, but I need milk if I'm going to eat it. Because it's a dry-ass cookie.
I think you can do an Oreo without milk. It's tough to do a Chips Ahoy without milk.
I can do an Oreo without milk.
This is what you come here for, Joe. This is what we do.
This is why I come into the night show.
Do you know what's funny? All right, true story, okay? I bought a double stuffed. It was on sale. I go to Shaw's. I get Oreos, $4.99, Shaw's, and then I get the clip, you know. And so I bought like a thing of double stuffed, and over the weekend I opened up my bottom cabinet's my junk drawer.
For food, your junk food drawer.
It's more of kind of I hide it, really. I have a cabinet that I hide the junk.
Yes, yeah.
Well, you know, scrimmaging around, hungry, opened up the junk drawer and I said, Cheez-Its and Oreos. How did I forget these? It was a whole unwrapped thing of Oreos. I had milk. I ate a whole sleeve without looking. They come with 3 sleeves, right?
Yeah.
I ate an entire first row.
Happens.
Like the whole row.
You can't be left alone with a thing of Oreos.
That's true. And what happened was, you eat it so much, you don't realize that you get a little tummy ache, right?
Oh, it can get you.
It came quick. Let's just say that.
It left quick.
I think I could have ate the whole thing if I didn't look down.
And this is why I come into the night show, because this is just elite topics of Joe Murray and Skaz dealing with different types of cookies. All right, next we have Chick-fil-A is dropping new menu items. 8 spring items, Joe, starting on June 8th in Skaz, with the return of all their best-selling limited sandwiches and a new Sprite drink. We have a spicy filet sandwich, a grilled filet sandwich, looks like a new mac and cheese, a pimento cheese cup, all these different dirty sodas, and a peach milkshake. Gentlemen, are you in or out on filet sandwiches coming to Chick-fil-A?
I mean, I'm in on the peach milkshake alone. I think that sells me. That sounds fantastic. And you mentioned,
crumble cookie. Chick-fil-A, what do they ever do wrong, really, other than, some things outside of food? But,
outside of like their political beliefs.
Yes, yeah.
They're a damn good place.
They make some good chicken over there. It's tough to critique that. Yeah, I'm in on some, what'd you say, fillets, Joe? Is that what we're calling them?
It looks like, these chicken fillets. For a second, I thought it was fish, but...
You thought it was fish?
I got tricked. It just looks like it's different types of
filet,
chicken sandwiches. The spicy fillet looks pretty good. And it looks like it has some mac and cheese on it. Pimento cheese.
That seems
Can
like
I raise a hard-hitting question here about Chick-fil-A? Am I allowed to do that?
Well, your first one wasn't good. You're on shaky ground from what some of our people are saying.
What was my...
They didn't like your Portland Blazers in or out. And I told you to come up with a top 5. This is your top 5?
We'll save that for music.
I was going to say, this is top 5, Joe?
This is the best I can come up with, all right? It wasn't
I'm busting your chops.
Is Chick-fil-A, Joe and Skaz, do you get filled up on, one sandwich ain't filling me up at Chick-fil-A. And, their waffle fries, they're not that much.
Full transparency, Joe.
We need more, Joe.
I'm a Chick-fil-A guy twice a year, maybe.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, you're not that.
You're a Popeyes guy.
I love Popeyes chicken sandwiches. There's one in Boston Street in Lynn, excuse me.
It's actually one within 10 minutes of my house now. I might have to start stopping at Popeyes.
There's a Sonic next to my house. I never go.
Sonic's one of those.
One in 5 years I've been.
Maybe once in my life.
And I live next to it. I live next to a Santarpio's too.
Oh.
And a Wendy's. Somehow I've been to that one a lot.
Wait,
late night.
You live next to a
So when I go home, right, I have a choice. Santarpio's is closed. Sonic's open 24 hours. And then I get Wendy's. I usually choose Wendy's. And I get the major bag alert. $5 biggie bag, baby.
Give me that filet of fish. All right, next, I'm going to steal one from Skaz, see if it gets me better reviews. The Simpsons will premiere 3 new original episodes on Disney Plus this summer. Extreme Makeover, Yellow Mirror, and Simpsy. I don't know the third
What?
one. I'm not great at reading here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
These are the names of the episode. All right, gentlemen, are you in or out on The Simpsons coming up with new episodes on Disney Plus?
I think what you're trying to say there, Joe, is that they are doing a kind of spoofs of Extreme Makeover Home Edition. They're spoofing Black Mirror, I believe, the TV show, and I'm not really sure what the other one is. But yes, I don't really watch The Simpsons. I was a little too young for it when it came out, and I just never really. There was so much of it. I've seen enough of it that I enjoy it. I think it's good, but I've never been a hardcore Simpsons guy. There's just simply too much of it. But if they're still trying to parody topical, conversations or things in the zeitgeist, yeah, I'm all for it. Why not? Someone's got to do it.
South Park still crushes it.
Yes, I think Family Guy still does okay. I don't really watch that much anymore.
The 23rd season, I think.
I feel like it's all just TikTok clips nowadays and stuff.
Yeah, but The Simpsons have predicted the future.
They have.
And I was with Bird the other night.
Remember Jeremy kicked me out of the studio for not seeing The Simpsons?
Yeah, he did.
He actually did. He was furious.
I think he was being polite to you.
Yeah, he was joking. I didn't think he was. I thought he was joking, but he actually was serious.
We have to go because we have Bobby Krivitsky coming up. Quick story. I was with Bird, and did you guys know that Shrek and Cinderella and the dwarfs and the Little Mermaid all lived in the same universe?
We'll have to get to this later. Did you know that Shrek's from Fresno, California?
No, but did you know that Fiona was supposed to marry
Farquaad?
A prince, but he turned into a frog. And then what happened was that because she didn't end up marrying him, because she got turned into the ogre.
That's why. So you were with Bird. And you guys were doing the history of Shrek.
I'm going to send it to you. It's not Mouse. He didn't make it up. It's true.
We'll get to this in music.
Do you guys ever see the clips? I was today's years old when I found out this.
I was today years old when I found out, I think, everything you just said in that sentence. We do have to go as we have Bobby Krivitsky joining us. With Street Team Joe and Joe, very quickly, in or out on the IIHF going on right now? Are we in or out?
What's that?
Exactly. Okay, that's all. I just wanted to check. Yeah, it's nothing, Joe. It's a hockey tournament.
The International Irish Hockey Federation.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's going on right now. Some people are talking about it.
We got to go to break. Bobby Krivitsky is going to join us next here on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray. On the way on 98.5.
about with Bird about how the Snow White universe and the Shrek universe and the Captain Hook universe, somehow they're all the same. And I just sent it to you so you can watch it because I'm telling you it's true. Anyways, let's talk a little Celtics. I feel like they have their own little universe too. Let's go to the phones, or our Zoom, actually, here on our YouTube stream. Just go to youtube.com, search 98.5 The Sports Hub, and boom. Bobby Krivitsky joining us here, Celtics reporter over at Forbes. I know he's done a ton of other stuff, Bleacher Report in the past. Bobby, how you doing tonight, bud?
Hey, Joe, doing great. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah, I was reading an article from you the other day. Myself and Skaz, we were like, hey, did you read this Bobby Krivitsky article?
I heard it got mixed reviews.
Well, you know what? That's good. Mixed reviews is good. Hey, somebody told me today, I read on Reddit today that 70% of the people like me, 30% don't, and I'm glad about that. And sometimes you got to have mixed reviews to make content, bud.
As they say, if you don't have haters, you're not popping.
You ain't popping at all. Speaking of popping, Peyton Pritchard, this article here. He's up for an extension. He's had a good year. He's very underpaid. Very, very underpaid. But when he signed his last deal, he wanted that peace of mind, right? Over playing out the contract. 6th man of the year, starter this year. Also, we did talk about the potential of him being a starter again. Can you break down what you're hearing, what you've read? I saw this over at Hardwood Houdini as well, but your thoughts as for Peyton Pritchard heading into this offseason?
Yeah, so the extension part of it, I don't think the Celtics would hesitate to offer that to him. And then it's a matter of, does he want to go a different direction than the last time around when that security, that seemed to be one of the two stabilizing forces for him. The other being that he had just come off a summer with the Team USA Select. And that really was a great environment for him to sharpen his game. It's no different than when you hear about player X went to the Olympics and came back a better player from just spending every day around some of the other all-stars and training and learning from them, and iron sharpens iron. It was no different than Pritchard being in that same environment as a part of the select team. So that really helped him. And then there was the peace of mind that came with, okay, my future is secure. And trust me, I can live off of $30 million. I'm not going to ultimately come to regret this, even though it has blossomed into one of the most team-friendly contracts in the NBA. So this time, he's a little bit older now. Maybe he doesn't want to play it out and he signs the extension. I could understand if he feels differently than that. Ultimately, I think both sides come to terms on that when he becomes eligible in October. And then as far as the starting case, I think that the Celtics, and especially if the idea is to reset the repeater tax, that's a point towards this, but it really goes beyond just any financial restrictions that could be of a benefit to Pritchard returning to the first unit, where, by the way, Celtics went 31-19 last year with him in the starting lineup. So I understand the league is about to get more competitive because of the lottery reform, but that's still a pretty damn good record. And the two keys for the Celtics moving forward, you need to optimize this offense and you need to maximize what Jason Tatum does best. And so the ball's still going to find him more than anyone else on the floor. But the idea being that you're putting him, Jason Tatum, in more advantageous situations. And we saw it in the sample size we got a year ago. And Tatum should be even better moving forward with more time to strengthen his left calf, the opposite side from the leg where he tore his Achilles. But Tatum and Pritchard together last year, they averaged 46.1 points as a tandem, generated a 123.2 offensive rating, and combined had an 18.5 net rating when they were on the floor together. That's a top option for the Celtics right there, because if Pritchard's coming off a screen from Tatum, he had the third most isolation points in the league to begin with. I know I'm throwing a lot of numbers out here, but again, he was one of the best isolation scorers in the game last season, statistically speaking. And now you're giving him a screen from a player that teams do not want to get detached from in Jason Tatum. So you're either giving up a path for Pritchard to get into the paint and, again, create a favorable situation for the Celtics, or you're going to end up where you're ultimately trying to stop him, but getting further away from their best player and their best catch and shoot 3-point specialist. So it's another way to maximize Tatum's gravity and put him in situations to do what he does best more frequently.
Yeah, good point on the Pritchard and Tatum on the floor together, right? They're, and I know these are all regular season numbers. I'm very critical now of the regular season because of what happened this year in the postseason, right? Like, we can look at all the awards, right? Coach of the Year, Executive of the Year, All Defense, All NBA. That all happened during the regular season. So I guess I'll ask you this. When it comes to Peyton Pritchard, right, and Tatum, do you think they can still do that together in the playoffs? And I know the numbers are crazy, right? With Brown off the floor and Tatum on the floor. It was just crazy. Does this impact Derek White? The fact that these two have good, 46 point per, that's pretty good for the both of them. The rating, the offensive rating, being a plus, a net rating and all that. Does it hurt other people's games like Derek White?
I don't think it hurts Derek White's game. As he gets deeper into his 30s, being able to take less ball handling responsibilities away from him. And I know that people have grown accustomed to seeing him fire threes off the bounce coming off a screen where he's quick to launch. But historically, he's been better as a catch and shoot specialist. And so to get him more opportunities like that, I think that's a benefit to Derek White. I think it helps to pace him. Now, there's certainly an argument for, well, if we make Pritchard the starting point guard, we need to look long and hard at a Derek White trade and see what's out there in that scenario. But I also think this is a group where that could absolutely be your starting backcourt moving forward, and you feel comfortable about it. I mean, Derek White, All-NBA defensive first team for a reason, and the shot wasn't there, but he still had a significant impact on this offense in multiple ways. And if you can get back to, I think that there's reason to be confident. And I think internally there's a lot of confidence that last season was an outlier for Derek White as far as his performance from beyond the arc. I think there's a lot of trust that he bounces back in that area. And so those two together, including getting Derek White more catch and shoot opportunities, I think it could be a benefit to both.
Bobby, does Peyton Pritchard have the best contract in the league, and does it make more sense to keep him than maybe to trade him in a sweetener?
Yeah, I think that depending on what they're willing to offer in certain packages, but ultimately I think they're looking at moving ahead with Peyton Pritchard on this roster. Again, I think there's a very strong case for that's the most team-friendly deal in the league. I'm not even sure he realized it was going to go down this way when he signed, because that was a part of the reason of wanting peace of mind, was he had spent a couple of years not really being in the rotation. And so this was some needed security for someone that went on to become Sixth Man of the Year and a really impactful starter for this team when he was in that role a season ago. And so I think ultimately it's far more likely than not, we understand the fluidity and not taking it off the table and saying Derek White is not available. But I think it's a lot more likely that Derek White is on this team next season.
All right, we'll talk about Bobby.
Or Peyton Pritchard, excuse me.
No, I got you. Hey, who knows? Maybe it does impact Peyton Pritchard. Talking to Bobby Krivitsky, covers the Celtics. Bobby, Neemias Queta, right? I think you kind of mentioned he was a top 10 player at his position, which I would agree during the regular season. But it's a different story in the playoffs. That's going to be now going forward, Bobby, whenever I think we talk about the Celtics anywher, right? Whether
they scarred you.
Yeah, and no, it's not even scarred, dude. Like, you're going to be there in the media, and like they're going to say stuff, and it's like, why is the game different in the playoffs? Why do you foul in the playoffs when you don't in the regular season? Why is it harder to get to the basket? Why rim protection, right? Why? There are all these reasons that I don't understand. So maybe, yeah, you're right. I'm scarred. But I also think it's something that, as a reporter, again, I'm not a reporter. I can say whatever I want. I'm on the radio, right? I have no ramifications. But looking at this team going forward, it has to be about, can they do it in the playoffs? I like Neemias Queta. I think he can be a big in this league, a top 3 big on a team, on a playoff team. But I don't think he's a starter on a championship team. Do you agree?
Well, that's going to be the question, is how much of an evolution is there left in him? This was a massive leap from 4th string to, and that's the key distinction there in the regular season, a top 10 player at his position. So there's going to have to be more growth there. He is basketball young. It took until this season for him to get over 2,000 minutes, and it was relatively deep into the campaign for him to cross that threshold. He grew up playing soccer, among other sports, and took to basketball late. So there's still reason to believe that an athletic 7-footer who's taken to the game this quickly, even I remember when his first year with the Celtics, that Al Horford in particular would praise how quickly he was picking up what they were asking him to do, the ways that they were challenging him. Joe Mazzulla is incredibly hard on him, whether it's in-game or behind the scenes, and I think that push is something that Keita has responded well to. And so it's going to be interesting to see. Last year, he had Eurobasket. That was a springboard into the best season of his career. We'll see what this go-around looks like for him and the work he puts in this offseason, knowing that most likely he figures to be the team's starting center once again, and how he's able to build off an outstanding regular season and a playoffs where he regressed to unnecessary fouls and a lack of discipline that hadn't really plagued him this year. He improved in that regard 2 seasons ago, but it just, on the biggest stage, especially once Joel Embiid came back, but even before then, it popped up at the worst time for him.
All right, Bobby, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Tatum and Brown stick together? Do you think they at least look into Giannis? If, how do you think? It sounds like Brad Stevens wants to make changes. Do you think those changes include Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum playing together?
I do not think that they're going to break those two up. I think that it's the bigger question to me, or maybe not bigger, but more likely, is whether they utilize that $27.7 million traded player exception. They can break that into a chunk. They can't absorb a larger contract with it, but they don't have to use all of it in one swoop. Whether they go that route this summer or part of it, compared to using the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, that's $15 million. That could get them a nice player, an Anthony Simons type, perhaps.
Ooh.
So we'll have to see whether they use both of those tools to an extent, at least with the TPE this summer, or whether they save some of that powder for the regular season.
All right, what's going on with the NBA draft? I know they made some changes today. Give us the scoop on that.
Sure. So the quick breakdown would be the bottom 3 teams now will get 2 lottery balls each. That nets out to a 5.4% chance at the top pick. The 4th through 10th worst teams in the league will have 3 lottery balls and an 8.1% chance. The 9 and 10 play-in seeds get 2 lottery balls and the 5.4% chance that the bottom 3 teams get, while the losers of the 7-8 play-in game, they each get 1 lottery ball, which means a 2.7% chance. You cannot get the number 1 pick twice in a row now, and you can't pick in the top 5 in 3 straight years.
Oh.
And so my belief, Joe, is that the NBA looked at it and said, we don't think we're going to come up with something where we can totally eliminate tanking right now. So we wanted to just raise the floor of it. Instead of a bunch of teams trying to have the worst record possible, let's at least elevate the floor to where you're in that 6-12 range, for example, and you're trying to kind of tank around that target zone instead of being this shameless group like the Utah Jazz, for example, pulling their best players for the 4th quarter of a game. That's a terrible look for the league. And a lot of the teams go full throttle with tanking right around the time that football's ending. And now there's even more eyeballs on your product. And this is what people are watching. So I think that's the goal, is to make it more competitive while not really believing that they could eliminate tanking completely.
Just look at what the Pacers did, right? Oh, God, did they get think that whole
they played themselves.
They played. You're right. They did. And listen, I'm kind of glad this is happening because no team should have 3. Well, the Celtics had what? 1 and 3, and Marcus Smart was 6. So I guess they wouldn't have had 3 times, right? And you said how many years now can they get top 5 picks?
You cannot pick in the top 5 in 3 straight years.
So basically,
the Celtics still
would have been just
done
outside. Oh, yeah, they could have done it then. Okay.
But you look at the Spurs and how they built this team, they wouldn't have been able to.
That's right. With Wemby, Castle?
Wemby, Castle, and Dylan Harper.
And Harper. Oof, wow. This is why maybe they're I think the Knicks are going to win the whole thing, Bobby. I'm not being hyperbolic. I think that, just look at it, man. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals. They fired their coach. They kept the team together, that some of the guys who played in Villanova together. People crapped all over that Mikal Bridges trade. Remember? Like, oh, why'd they give up all those picks? That worked. OG Anunoby's worked. I mean, all their bench players have played well. And Mike Brown, remember everyone laughed about Mike Brown? How's that working out? And the only thing I can say is they don't go by analytics. The Celtics did, the Cavs did. I don't think Oklahoma City and the Spurs do. I think there's some talent over there. But I think in the end, the New York Knicks did it by, I don't know, finding Jalen Brunson and finding guys that were pieces on other teams, even Cat for that matter, that they put them together, they became stars, and it worked.
Yeah, the Cat trade is the one that put them over the top, and it's why they were so Jekyll and Hyde this season as well. But late in the season, they went from him publicly questioning the team's identity to all of a sudden locking in on one that has delivered a 10-game stretch unlike any we've seen in regular season or playoff history. So this team, it's not just the competition that they have faced, whether it be the Hawks, the Cavs, you name it. It's not just the quality of their opponents and that they haven't faced an equivalent to the Spurs battling the Thunder. This team absolutely could win the championship. You need to take them seriously in that regard if you're not. And they had the fresher path where they're able to pace themselves and get multiple extended layoffs now. So the Mitchell Robinson news, that is concerning. He is a game changer for them. We'll see how long he's out. Does he miss any time at all in the finals? Does it compromise him? We'll have to see on that front. But this team could absolutely beat, the Thunder and the Spurs are beating the hell out of each other right now. You can see the toll it's taking on both sides. And so we'll have to see just how fresh that team is and how they respond after a grueling series to go into a best of 7 with a team that has been the class of the playoffs.
All right, Bobby. Great job, man. We read your stuff, and when we see something there that goes, I get to sniff her out every once in a while. The Peyton Pritchard thing, when you say starter, makes me wonder who's on the move. So, but good stuff on that Tatum Pritchard thing. That's a very good little combo there, and add Jaylen Brown in the mix and a couple other pieces, like you said. Maybe they're back in business. So, appreciate you, Bobby. Great job, man. We'll have you back on when the free agency begins, man.
Looking forward to it, Joe. All the best.
You got it, man. It's Bobby Krivitsky. Check out his work. Covers the Celtics. He's writing for Forbes and everybody, and that's what these guys do. When they get credentialed, they get right for everybody. So good job, Bobby. I like having him on. Peyton Pritchard, huh? You see that little his numbers with Tatum? Did you know that? Did you think that they were the pick and roll of the team?
Yeah, I mean, I don't love the idea of Peyton Pritchard as a starter. I don't love it.
I don't either. Maybe when Brown comes out, Pritchard comes in.
I think it's a cost-saving move if that is the route they go, which is my fear.
It's always about money. Money. All right, we'll break. I just saw 2 things regarding A.J. Brown. I think we got to talk about it. We'll take a break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Sports Hub headlines.
See that on YouTube. Go to youtube.com, everybody. Search 98.5 The Sports Hub. Boom. You'll see us. I'm watching Boston's enter the chat right now. I'm not on today because it was a day game. Technically, we're competitors right now. They're playing some thumbs up, thumbs down game. I wish I knew what it was that they were thumb upping and thumb downing.
I did see a thumbs up or thumbs down on Jarren Duran having the most RBIs on the Red Sox at the end of the season.
Thumbs down.
I believe Manny Del Carmen also gave that a thumbs down.
Yeah, Manny.
I think Lucy gave it a thumbs up, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. A lot of feedback of Lucy. I mean, everybody loves her. She's a doll, but a lot of feedback from Manny last night, too. And maybe it was the Townie thing. I don't know. I got a lot of email. Like, I don't want people to email me, but they do. But last night was like, Joe, man, reminiscent about the past, made me think about my days at Dennis Yammoth. And I'm like, all right, dude. What'd you guys celebrate at the cream and cone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the cream thing went over, too.
Yeah.
The reason... So, what are your thoughts on Creed? The reason... Good call on the finding his walkout song, though. Cause you are staying with me. I don't even know the song anymore. Oh, by the way, I'm going to muse about this in a little bit. Remind me. Just be like, hey, Joe, tell us about the Reddit that you saw today.
The Reddit that you saw today?
Yes.
Joe, what are you doing on Reddit?
Well, no, it was sent to me.
Oh, sent to you.
Sent to me.
Interesting.
All right, so we'll do musings at the top of the hour.
You also teased a poop story earlier, I believe.
Correct.
Is that also is that involved in the Reddit?
Part of the Reddit story.
Oh, so this Reddit story has nothing to do with legality.
No.
Oh. Okay. I've seen some of those going around lately too.
No.
Oh.
No.
Interesting.
Bold. Interestingly interesting.
It's a bold strategy. Risk reward? I don't really know.
Butthurt?
Entitlement? I don't know. There's a couple. I don't know. Who am I to
Reddit
say?
was popping today. Have you ever Googled yourself?
No. I think back in the day, it would be like track results or something would come up, cross country.
When I worked at 1510, none of my sports stuff is online. I've looked. 1999, no.
A little too early.
But when I worked at 1510, I was like, does anyone know what the sports blast? Does anyone talk about me? And nothing. There was a radio-info website. It used to be like a web. Now we just go to the Boston Radio Watch Twitter handle. But someone wrote about, hey, who's this guy Joe Murray once?
If I Google Joe Murray right now, an animator comes up, a baseball player. But then
the animator was Rocco's Modern Life.
Joey Murr is the fourth result. And right under that is a video, Make It Make Sense Red Sox with you in that shirt complaining about the Red Sox.
So that's
tonight.
Good. That's Google
good.
AdWords
That's
working
what we
well.
like. That's that SEO, Joe.
SEO, exactly.
Teach
Search
us,
engine optimization. That's right.
Look at that. We pay attention.
So you're wearing a Red Sox hat and I'm wearing a Patriot shirt. But
Look at us.
But in
just
fairness,
a couple townies.
That's right. But I did not have Nesson today, and normally I have to dress up for that. I can't wear shorts.
I had to give my dog a bath today, so that's why I have this hat on.
Does the dog like the bath?
No. We had to take him to a Tractor Supply because he's so big you can't even. It would just ruin the bath.
So he doesn't like the bath. What about like a pool? Like would he go in a pool? What about the ocean?
So we haven't got him. He's only 8 months, so we haven't no ocean yet. But we're gonna find the other dog likes the water, so we're hoping that gets him.
But the
out
hose
there.
comes out and he's gone.
It's not even so much that he's gone. He's just we can. we could get him in the bathtub, but he's so big that it's
difficult. It's
everywhere. Water's everywhere. He's shedding everywhere. Just take him to Tractor Supply, $10. They got everything there. Yeah.
Okay. All right, we got the musings coming up next, but Beard Joe is on the line, and he would like to talk to us. He's in Medford. Hello, Beard Joe.
Yo, what's up, Joe?
How we doing, kid?
What's going on, man?
Just hanging in there.
Joe, I was alarmed the other night. You had our boy on Street Team Joe on the show the other night talking about he doesn't like cold cuts. What are we doing?
He doesn't like cold cuts or charcuterie boards.
What are we doing?
I don't know who taught him that. That's blasphemous.
Dude, all I want to do is slam Italian subs. I want to set the record for most Italian subs eating at lunch. Joe's missing out. I don't know.
Where would you go? Bob's Deli?
Yeah, or Jim's Market and Brightford. Jim's Deli and Bright.
Oh yeah, I got a buddy down the Cape, Joe. There's a market called Banderas. It's like only open from Memorial Day till Labor Day. And my buddy last year tried to set the record for most Italians eaten. He's already had one this summer.
Oh, that's diabolical. What's up with Joe? He says Street Team Joe likes roast beef 3 ways.
You know,
so he's kind of on the fence.
Have we given you a roast beef 3-way yet, Joe?
He ate one. He ate one on the show.
Yeah. I think he liked it. Yeah, I think he liked it.
Yeah, I think he was kind of indifferent. But anyways,
what's new?
I'll knock some sense into him at some point. Don't worry.
How do you know him?
Who do you know here?
No, how do you know Street Team Joe?
College. We went to college together.
You went to college?
Yeah. Oh, Joe, you got me. Look, man.
I barely went to college. I'm Mass Bay.
Yeah, Joe. The show's been great. You know, things kind of slowed down, but Cinco de Mayo, that was my favorite. You said 10:26. I feel like I'm full of bottle rockets and Mexican food.
So you timestamp the things that I say.
Yeah, you can see the time.
You could be an intern on our show. Earlier today, Derek, our intern, said, "Hey, it's 7:26 today, Joe. You did this." So maybe I like that. I like the timestamps.
Yeah, then May 6th, 10:12. Do the take and go. Nobody would know. You're talking about taking food.
Oh, hey Joe, have you ever stolen something or taken something from a restaurant?
No.
Not like a mug or anything or a menu.
No.
Okay.
Have you?
Oh yeah.
Do the take and go. Nobody would know.
Yeah. Those knives from Outback, dude. You ever had those?
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah. I mean, that was years ago, but
Joe, on Street Team Joe, yeah, the performance lately has been outstanding. So the outro, May 11th, 10:55. You do the outro of the show. This guy is amazing. Outro, the deep voice, the high release, May 11th, May 14th. Street Team Joe shouts out your whole crew. It's pretty good.
Hey, Joe, if I told you to give us an out, could you do for Skaz and Street Team Joe and Joe Murray? I'm Beer Joe here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. Can you give us one of those with your call?
Yeah, maybe sometime, Joe.
No, do it now. No, you can't do it now.
Joe, I can't remember everyone's name, man.
All right, so there's me and Skaz and Street Team Joe, and you.
Dude, I'm looking for a new job, man.
What are you looking to do? What do you need help with?
Yeah, Joe, I was going to apply to do one of your cameo videos, so I'm going to send you a cameo request this week. All right.
Oh, dude, definitely. I'll do a cameo.
Yeah, for a pep talk video, that'd be great.
For you or for somebody else?
No, for me.
Yeah, but I don't want you to pay. I'll do one for free for you.
No, I want to pay.
You want to give me money?
Yeah.
I'm on Cameo, everybody. At Joey Murray on Cameo.
Joe, the thing is, we have the same first and middle name, and Joseph Michael. Last thing I just want to say, I feel like the worst thing someone can call us is an average Joe. How do you feel about being called an average Joe?
Average Joe doesn't bother me. Fat doesn't bother me. Stupid doesn't bother me because they got nothing else. Now, someone called me a turncoat yesterday, and I was not happy with that because I'm from Boston. So don't call me a South Shore guy because people think I left the South Shore for the North Shore. But no, I lived in Boston.
Yeah, that's right. You're a North Shore guy now.
Well, I live on the North.
I'm telling you, that's the place to be, Joe. Yeah, I'm from the neighborhood you live near, behind Richardson's. Telling you, Richardson's all summer, baby. Let's hit it.
Oh, man, dude, the watermelon sherbet. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah,
all right, Joe. What else
somebody's got to talk about Tatum. Somebody's got to criticize Tatum. All right, thank you. You guys love the show.
All right, buddy. Appreciate you.
Oh.
We'll get back to that.
Dude, all I want to do is slam Italian subs.
We have another caller on, guys. Joining us right now is from Brooklyn, residing in Boston, Massachusetts. Stretch is on the line. Hello, Stretch.
Hey, yo, Joe, what's going on, baby boy?
How you doing?
You already know. And, yo, you know what? I ain't from Brooklyn, man. I'm from Long Island, baby.
Oh, man, I thought you were Brooklyn.
Nah, I'm from Long Island, baby. Roosevelt, 11575, baby. I'm from the home of Dr. J, Public Enemy, Flavor Flav. Yeah, baby, 11575. Skaz, you already know what it is.
You already know, Stretch. How about the Knicks, Stretch? How about the
New York Knicks?
No, you know what? I don't even like them, but I'm about to brag because I'm here in Boston. Let's go, New York. Hey, yo, Joe, I got 100 guns, 100 clips, and I'm from New York. New York. You can tell I get real ignorant, baby, when I talk. New York, baby.
Hey, Stretch, do you remember a song that came out in the 90s that was like, New York boys got crazy game?
Yep. Brooklyn cats get crazy loot because them out-of-town cats know how to shoot. Harlem, how to play. Like the 600 get crazy pay. Brooklyn niggas got
Tell me up. We got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray, 98.5 The Sports Hub.
Boy.
page. I'm Joe Murray. Well, hope everybody's enjoying the stream tonight. Hope everyone's enjoying the show.
Not really. I mean, every once in a while there'll be something that directs you to Reddit, or sometimes you may need it for, sometimes around the house if you don't know how to do something. It's like a good resource. Sometimes Google will bring you to Reddit, I guess. What I'm trying to say.
Yes.
But no, I don't go out of my way to search on Reddit too often.
So today, someone sent this to me. And it was Reddit Boston Sports Radio, but it said Joe Murray on it. And I'm like, oh, God, here we go. And the first one was Joe Murray is talking poop again on 98.5 The Sports.
Oh, well, this is old, right? Didn't this, or is this another one?
Well, it's actually another one. The person's pissed again. And they don't like that. They think it's immature, and they don't like it. I know, maybe I did mention this before, huh? That there was a Joe Murray Reddit page. So last night this is the one I got last night. Joe Murray's sing-songy voice annoys the hell out of me. Do you think my voice annoys you, Street Team Joe?
No, I like your voice.
What I mean, we did mimic Creed, right? So I mean, does that annoy him?
So he's talking about when you sing songs?
I don't know who this is. Whenever I'm listening to the Sports Hub, the second I hear Joe Murray's voice, I change the channel. I noticed that his sing-songy lounge lizard delivery during the Patriots postgame show, and now it's impossible to ignore. At this point, it annoys the living hell out of me. Has anyone else noticed this? So I was curious what other people thought about this.
I have not heard that complaint about you before, but...
So basically it says Joe can get the people to call the radio station without rage baiting anybody. He rocks. My 3 favorite people at the station are Joe, Leroy, and Cerrone. I would actually love a food townie show with Joe, especially during the downtime. Complaining about Joe Murray's delivery is wild when Tony Maz literally squawks for 4 hours a day. Love you, Maz. View more comments. Joe and Lucy Burge are an unlikely but fun duo on Nesson. Thank you. I complain about a lot of sports radio, but for some reason, I actually find Joe likable.
That very well could have been my dad.
What a compliment.
That could have been Mr. Ariano tweeting.
It was Whiskey Mike.
Okay, that can't be him.
Okay.
Not a whiskey guy,
He's
Paul?
probably like Bud Light Paul or something.
There you go, BL
Okay.
Paul.
Yeah, BL Paul.
Joe Murray is an annoying cat. Love Big Joe. When I hear him, I instantly turn off the radio. I have noticed it. I've also noticed he started doing a forced townie accent recently. It's far worse than when he sings or talks food. I like Joe. I like his show style. His show's about what sports fans talk about, as opposed to a sports show. It works for him, and I like it. So what you got going on tonight, Joe? The talent is off the charts.
Can I ask you a question I've been wondering, Joe?
I'm in on Joe, someone says. Go ahead.
As a sports celebrity in this town, do you
try a celebrity?
Yeah, I would say you're a local celebrity.
Sure, go ahead.
Do you? and this is a serious question. Do you try to, like to quote the Patriots, ignore the noise, both positive, like, does it like? Because and then, for instance, if someone said something negative to me, it gets to me. Now, do you try to ignore like both positive comments and negative comments? Like, how do you deal with that?
It's been 20 years now, Joe.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't like it, I double down on it. Kind of like a spite thing.
Okay.
Joe talks about poop. Let's find poop stories. Right?
Yeah.
Joe. I hate Joe's accent. I'm gonna drop it more. So it's kind of like a spite. I do it out of spite. But no, I mean, I just want to be factual. Like when someone earlier today goes, "Wow, Joe trying to take down a guy," that was not true.
You ever hear back from that guy?
No, I have not actually. This thing's broken.
What's going on over there?
I don't know. Who sat here today? Not me.
Was Maz in the 2 chair today?
Somebody was here.
Is Holly over there? I don't know. I'm not going to blame Holly, though. I'm not Jaron Duran.
No. One-liner. See?
There it is.
We need like a bell every time. Like
I think I need to make a graphic one-line Skaz.
Or like once it comes up, just
the bat signal.
The Skaz signal.
The Skaz signal. So you don't let it get to you.
No, I mean, like, if it's true, I will embrace it. Like if it's like, oh, Joe, that was horrible. Yep, it was horrible. Like, yeah. I mean, at this point, I've just learned to if you have haters, it's good, and if you have everybody like you, it's not. Is it really a good show?
Mm-hmm. Now, do you feel the need to like respond to people who are being positive to you?
I love to. I mean, I learned this from the predecessor. Whenever they said bad stuff about him, he just retweeted it. It was hilarious. And it's funny, like, that's the way you interact with people. If someone's like, Joe, you're a fat dump, and I just retweet it, it's funny. And they're probably like, oh my God, Joe retweeted it. And all of a sudden they like me. So yeah, I guess the way to play it is there's haters, and there's, there are some guys that are just haters, and like the guy who called me a turncoat last night, I don't think he felt that way. I think he wanted to spin me up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he wanted to because it got me. It triggered me. Certain things will trigger me,
I'm with you there.
And I think certain people know what those are. But, I'm not a Reddit person, so that's why when that got sent to me, I actually loved the support from the people. Like, I am not someone, like Joe, my story is different than everybody's here. I one day was working at a car dealership, and I was like, you know what? I can do that. And I went to broadcasting school. I got an internship. I became a producer. I learned behind the scenes. And then they were like, hey, do you want to do your own show? And I said, yeah. And they're like, yeah, it costs $200 an hour because you have to pay for the...
Oh, you paid to do your own show.
How the hell else was I going to get on the air?
Yeah.
I didn't go to college. For real. I'm being serious. Like, how would you get on the air?
You stumble in from the street team and hope the show takes you on as a straggler.
Ask guess?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Especially, not coming from like a known background.
Yeah,
or like,
I didn't cover it.
You didn't have family.
I wasn't a former athlete that played professionally.
Yeah. You didn't have family in the business.
Yeah, I didn't have exactly.
Yeah.
And Skaz's story is pretty good.
I was working at Hooters.
Well, that night, but even before then, you had a pen pal.
Yes, Roberta Santos back in the day,
Roberta was the wife of Gil
Still
Santos.
talk to her.
I think it's pretty cool. Skaz and all his friends like work in sports. They all just decided like, let's work in sports, and they're all like successful in it.
He's got friends that. Yeah.
That's like a hard thing to do. Like to just like, just be like, hey, we're going to work in sports. Let's do it.
Skaz had a pen pal, and as they built a relationship, it was like, hey, my husband is the voice of the New England Patriots. And Capello has been the producer of the Patriots for so many years that it helped Skaz get a job at the Sports Hub.
What's a pen pal?
So
Are you
in
serious?
fourth grade,
I don't know what that is.
In fourth grade, do you know what a letter is, Joe, in the mail?
Yeah, I know what a letter is.
So a pen pal, you would write basically what Rainham did, a little community thing in like fourth grade. You'd fill out like a piece of paper that had your interests on it, and then they would match you up with someone that was a little older in the community that had those same interests. And so I filled mine out, and it was all sports related. And then I got my first letter back, and it was from an older woman named Roberta. And I was like, oh, well, what is this? Well, it turns out she was the wife of, the late, great Gil Santos, Rainham legend. She knew more about sports than I still do today. Will still, call me and give Drake May crap. I became friendly with her, became close family friends. My dad went to high school with her son. So Rainham's not a big town, so stayed in touch over the years. And then when I decided I wanted to do this, I reached out to her, and she reached out to Mark Capello. And that's how I ended up on the street team. And then 6 years there, and I pulled the street team Joe, and eventually they let me over to this side of things.
Mm-hmm.
That is a cool story. You just never know.
Annoying.
You really never know.
The night show had Josh here for a while. He moved on, and Josh's sidekick was Jeremy.
And
then when Jeremy Conley got the job, his sidekick was Skaz.
And Kevin Majori.
That's right. And then Kevin now does afternoons.
And Kevin came from the street team with you, Skaz, too?
Yes, yeah. Kevin trained me on the street team and on the radio side.
Under Jeremy.
Todd and Mason Souza. Shout out Mason Souza. Jeff Williams, the great Jeff Williams.
Kristen Sermon was another. Marshall Hook checking in. He was my teacher at Connecticut School of Broadcasting when I went. And he said, you are a good student. Taking 100% credit for your success, maybe only 99%. But yes, I remember Marshall from that day.
So you paid $200. That's how you got into radio. You had to pay your own money.
I went to broadcasting school where people that were in the business were the instructors.
Yeah.
And one of the instructors, Marshall was one of mine, John Anik, who is now the play-by-play for UFC fights. He was my teacher, and he put up on a board, hey, do you want an internship? Call this guy in the morning. So I took the number down, and that day we were doing updates, like weather, sport, and they gave us a sheet, but I wrote my own. And then I did it, produced it, and then the kid was like, hey, you should call that guy in the morning. Called him, got the internship, did a show, and then, so the station that I worked at, it's called brokered programming. So they'll give anybody an opportunity on the air, but you have to chase a sponsor or pay for it yourself. So that's how I did production work. So I started selling ads, and the sales ads are how I got on the air because they paid for my time to be on the show. So essentially, I was given the airtime, but it was the advertisers that paid for it.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I kept growing, and that's how I met a lot of people and local businesses, and I would, with my production background, would make commercials for them.
So basically, I need advertisers.
Well, is that what you want to do? It depends on what you want to do. Here they hire you. Here they pay you. It took a while for me to get to.
Yeah, but I need something to separate.
Well,
like anyone,
I would do a podcast if I were.
Yeah.
Because what the podcast is, maybe you can get somebody to give you money to promote their stuff. The thing is, a podcast is kind of national, so you don't want like Joe's Auto down the street.
Yeah.
You want like a big brand, like StubHub. Or something to that degree. But yes, it's a long way. And how did we get into this?
I asked you how do you respond to haters and people who
But back in the day, dude, like it's like when your shoes don't fit really well and you get blisters and calluses. Yeah. You need to get calloused up. You know? You need to just every day wear those bad shoes that keep making your feet, so they don't blister as much. But I've made horrible mistakes on the air. And especially when I do the games. One day, it was like 3 years ago, I said the Red Sox radio network. I'm working a Celtics game. It happens. We make mistakes. I'm human. So that's what I want. People think, Joe, you've been out with me. Skaz been out with me. Sometimes people think we're just characters. We are human. The other day I had some guy, what are you doing here? I'm eating. Because I eat. Why here? Because I like this place. And it's like people don't think you're like a real person. We are
like in Lambert's.
Yeah, that time we were there. Yeah, but again, that's like my local area.
Yeah.
So everybody in there is like, "Oh, you Joe? Yeah, man, what's up, dude?" It's like last night we had Manny on. Everybody from Hyde Park called in last night. It was like a townie talk.
My dad is a big fan of Manny's voice. He says he's got a good voice.
Manny's smooth. He's driving home right now listening.
That was a good interview last night. Or he came in. He came in with?
Came in with his buddy Jose. So the story is.
So I saw Jose using the broke headphones.
That's
I left
right.
behind.
I left those there for him.
Yeah.
So did you know that his father, so Manny's father and Jose's father, were best friends, and they had kids. They became best friends, but one was the pitcher and the other was the catcher, and that's their story. And they used to put a raised mound in the back of their truck and drive the places to throw.
It must be pretty cool to go with a story like that and literally make it to the MLB.
Straight out of
go from backyard and
yeah.
And you're just that good. He said he had a couple of kids in his academy throwing 85 at 14.
We should go over there. We should do a video.
14?
Would you do that?
I would go over there.
Yeah, maybe we
getting in the batter's box, Joe?
No, I would. For content, I would.
Content?
I don't think I'd be able to hit it.
Yeah, I would too.
I think we all got to.
14. Wait, how old is 14?
I tried to get Papelbon.
Is that a freshman?
The other day.
Is that a freshman in high school? 14.
Yeah, something like that.
And he's throwing 85. So basically, by senior year, he'll be in the 90s.
Yes. Yeah. Because Manny was throwing low 90s in high school and then was throwing basically 101.
Could you hit 90s in high school?
No, I think hardest I think I threw was maybe 80.
No, but like, do you think you could hit as a batter hit 90s?
Yeah, it's really about movement more than it is. Some guys throw darts and there's no movement; you can just crush it. But it's the change-ups and the sliders and then the game's changed so much now. So I don't know. Do you look at the hand? Do you look? What are the indicators? And the other thing is the ball's really small now. Your eyes get worse as you get older. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
So
I've never had good eyes.
Yeah, but that's kind of the thing is the ball's so small.
I always feared getting hit by a pitch. I was kind of a wimp.
Someone said, "Cool story, Joe." Yes, yes. And then I worked part-time a lot, holidays.
So what age were you when you were like, "All right, I want to do this"?
I was so it was 2006. So I would have been 24, 25.
24.
And then I just went for it, and I haven't stopped since. I never stopped. I'm still here. Still fighting, working long hours every day. Because I love doing this. I've worked real jobs.
Before you made it, is there any point where you
I haven't made it
Well,
yet.
I'm just saying, before you...
No, Joe, for real, I haven't made it yet. There are...
No, I get what you're saying.
Someday, like I you know how like respect sometimes the ultimate currency.
Yeah.
Sometimes currency is the ultimate respect. I want to get paid someday. Like I want to do this and then be a producer for other people and grow them and I want to be like Ryan Seacrest, not the face Ryan. Ryan Seacrest is like a part of like the Kardashians and all these shows. I want to work with other people and help them.
Well, but let's just say before you started getting your own shows and consistently getting on air, is there a point where you wanted to give up, or that was the entire time you were like...
It's extremely difficult to work a full-time job and do this radio. Yeah. And it's really hard to work as... radio salaries are not what you would think, especially behind the scenes. So sometimes you have to work another job. And,
a lot of people get gassed out by that.
Yeah, because think about it. You're doing the best you can. You can't advance. Your friends are making $100,000 a year, and you're working on the weekend while they're out partying with their equity that they got from some company and their personal day off and their mental health day and like all that. It sucks. It sucks. It's hard, but
But don't you think they're also looking at the opposite?
Yeah,
some people, they're like,
they do.
That you go to work every day and they don't like what they do.
Yeah, but some people don't think this is work, and that bothers me.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when do we start? Our Slack chain starts at like 3:15 in the morning every day.
Yeah.
And then we wake up and we don't. All we do is send stuff in a Slack, and that's our prep work. And then there's a rundown, and then boom. But the thing is, when we show up, we saw the stories all day, right? You brainstormed how you want to react, right? Am I really doing the history of life right now, Joe? Is this where we're at right now, Skaz?
14. Wait, how old is 14?
I tried to get. How old is 14? Joe.
What year is?
Joe.
How old is
You
14?
are an
How old
amazing
is
kid. I tried to get. I've talked too much tonight, but yes. Yeah. People are like, Joe, you still work multiple jobs. Well, I work at Nesson now and I work here. And then I do trading cards on the weekends. But
Think you'll have Sam Kennedy on tomorrow?
Yeah, because you know what? He
loves to talk.
Skaz, I'm being really serious about this. Like, I'm not. I don't feel like if I'm doing anything wrong saying this. I sometimes think Nesson needs to lean into those things. Like when they have a bad camera and you can't see the home run, lean into it. Be funny about it. Remember when Dave O'Brien mentioned when John Henry had his head down? He goes, "Oh, he's looking for offense." That's funny. Like lean into that.
So you would say maybe talk about Sam Kennedy and Roman Anthony having different quotes about the same thing instead of the IIHF?
I would, yes.
You would lean to the Red Sox more than that.
Yes, guys.
I'm just asking.
I would say, hey, man, he said this, you said this. Have you guys had a chance to talk since? Do you want to clear the record? Remember when we had Evan Lazar on, remember? And everyone got down his back when he talked about the Gerard Mayo's locker room. He got a call about it. And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna bust your chops. I'm not gonna do that to you. Do you want to come on and set this record straight? And he did. But like, I'm not gonna bury anybody. Why would you do that? Then nobody wants to come on your show anymore and talk to you. And I don't know, don't you think it's better to just kind of clear the air and be honest about if you made a mistake or not? Just do it. Don't people actually kind of relate to you when you make a mistake? We're humans. I make mistakes every night. I make fun of myself about it and move on. What am I going to, oh man, I really screwed that up earlier tonight. Because yeah, I used to be like that.
I said Garrett Whitlock was left-handed last night. We do stuff all the time.
I missed that, but that's funny.
Exactly.
But it's funny because
it happens. I'll do it again.
Yeah,
I just think
I just asked what age 14 was.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if you can't self-deprecate, I don't want to take you seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're like you just asked how old 40, and we all just laughed at it and thought it was funny. We're moving on now, right? Where it's just now. What next, Joe? What's next?
How dare you, Skaz?
Street Team Joe, if I say the name Riley Palladino, does that mean anything?
Yeah, he's my best friend.
He said he was your neighbor growing up.
Yes, he was.
He wants me to ask you about the kicking game.
Oh, yes. Wait, how did you get in contact with Riley?
He's in our YouTube chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Now he's texting me right now.
I was like, you got his number? Riley and I would have a punting contest.
Wait,
football in his backyard.
Did you guys get snaps or you just kicked it?
No, we're just seeing how he's on one side, I'm on the other of his yard. He's trying to basically hit the equivalent of my house. I'm trying to hit his house. And we scored a point. If I hit his window, it'd be a point.
How'd your parents feel?
No, they hated it. His mom would come out and yell at us all the time.
Oh, his mom? What about your mom?
She would never yell at Joe.
She's too nice.
No, she would be. Riley was actually aiming for a bush, so his family is getting screwed in this exchange. But I was aiming for his. I was trying to punt the ball and actively hit his house. His sisters would come out too and yell at me.
All right, 5 calls says it all. I haven't done this one in a while. Neighborhood games that you guys would play growing up, similar to what Stream Team does.
The kicking game.
617-779-0985.
Sarah also wants to check in with you, Joe. As a speech language pathologist who assesses voice speech all day long, Joe Murray has an excellent voice.
Thank you. I did.
So that's on the record.
Just so she knows, I went to dialect class.
What's that?
I paid a guy to help me lose my Boston accent. So at the time, the guys that there were guys that are, I don't know if they're still in the business, but when I was coming up, there were other people in the business that had strong Boston accents. And I was told that if I wanted to go further, I would probably need to work on my dialect. And so I paid this Swedish guy who spoke 14 different languages, and he taught me how to lose the Boston accent.
I like when your Boston accent comes out.
The thing is, it comes out when I'm pissed or I'm mad about something, especially when I'm drinking. Oh, God. You'll hear.
I guess I'll see it at Tanka after your Scorpion Bowl.
No, but like tonight when I was like, that was not smart. I was yelling about pitching Weiser tonight.
You think Sean Silver would want to come to Tanka with us?
There's a bear crap in the woods.
He texted me a little while ago.
I have to. So Sean does a new podcast now.
Oh, he does.
It's about music. He's invited me on, but I have not. When can I do that? When? I can't. I have no. My days are from 1 to midnight every day. On the weekend, I'm selling paper for money.
Sports cards are more than paper.
I'm going. Well, it's pay. I know, but and then I'm doing the Drake May softball thing this weekend. Hey, I'm wondering if Christian Gonzalez is going to be there. What do you think I should ask him?
What do you like to...
Should I ask if he likes charcuterie boards? Hey, by the way, Skaz, you eat an Italian sub?
Yeah, of course.
Mayo or no mayo on an Italian sub?
No strong preference. Mayo doesn't really bother me. I like mayo in some instances, but it doesn't... I don't think of an Italian sub with or without mayo any differently, really.
I saw a deli today that said absolutely no mayo on a Italian. I don't understand.
I thought you don't like Italian subs either.
But I don't want all that crap on it. If it's just the meats, I'm in.
Oh, so
you're not a hots guy.
I don't want hots and lettuce and all that crap.
So Beer Joe is trying to describe what hots to me. I didn't get. Is that peppers?
They're or the
oil. Oil. Okay. Olives. Yeah, we don't like.
Hey, what was the guy's name that was friends with Street Team Joe?
Beer Joe.
Hey,
Riley.
See if someone call.
Riley Palladino.
Oh, Riley. 5 calls says it all. I want to know the games that you guys played with your neighbors. For example, we used to play Relivio Do you guys remember that?
No.
No?
What's Relivio? This has got to be good. It's just a game that you think is popular, but in reality it's not. Like the kicking game. I could have been a punter, Joe. Like, I'm good at punting. I'm serious. I'm a good punter.
Pat McAfee?
Yeah.
Is this tag, Joe?
Yeah, Relivio was tag.
That's it? It's just tag?
What was it called?
Skaz, did you play Manhunt growing up?
I think it was
big Manhunt. Rainham, a lot of area to explore. Big Manhunt. We'd play throughout the whole neighborhood.
Relivio was kind of like this is my territory, that's your territory, kind of like military, and we would have
capture the flag.
We'd have strategies to try to get people on the other team.
So it's tag, but
yeah, I just Googled it. It's
I'm
two
more
teams.
confused.
The main goal is to capture all the players from the other team.
People are saying Relivio sounds like an ED medication.
That's actually good. There was a game we used to play when we were younger where you would try to capture the other people inside your house, but I was really
that's Relivio. Yeah. That's Relivio.
Oh, so okay, I get. So you're literally just
up, down.
We would try to tie him up and capture him.
There was no tying up.
Bring him up to
anybody up, bro.
So you would just beat him up.
No, we would capture them and they'd be on our team.
Well, how do you capture them?
We had strategies.
Like beating them up?
No, we would capture them.
Yeah, capturing someone without beating them up, I feel like is tough to do.
God, I feel like this would have been in a Bronx Tale. All right, Kevin's on the line. Kevin.
Ring Alivio, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
That's right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Are you guys talking about Tanka in Westboro?
Yeah, we are. It's my favorite spot.
Oh, my God, that's my spot with the golf place upstairs.
Yes. I'll see you there. Wait, are you from Westboro?
When are you going to be there?
Don't tell him the date. Don't.
No, I'm not going to tell him that. I was going to say, I usually go a lot. You'll see me there.
He's got the best chicken fried rice in the country. Unbelievable.
Good hot wings.
And sushi from scratch. Yeah, good hot wings, too. All right, guys. I'll see you there.
Thank you.
Tanka. Can't wait to bring you, Joe.
That guy, all he heard was Tanka.
Yeah.
And he was like...
It was like Pavlov's dog. Bell went off.
It's a quieter place, but it's modern. I think you'll like it.
The Fives call says it all. We got one.
Riley, come on, call in.
No, I'm just saying, it used to work all the time. Whenever it was like, oh, man... Because I'm trying to, what other games did I play? We used to play Red Rover, but it was or Bombardment was another one I think we played. Anyway,
What's Red Rover?
Red Rover sent Street Team Joe right over, and we would hold our arms together, and you'd have to try to break through.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is like another war-type game. I'm old.
Skaz, what games were you playing?
A lot of Manhunt. We played Pickle. A lot of Pickle.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, we played Pickle. Was ruled.
Wall ball.
Yeah. Like Benny from the Sandlot, remember?
Yes, Pickle,
and then he got in the pickle with the dog, the Beast.
Hercules.
Hercules.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
the
it was
Beast.
Hercules,
His name
yeah.
Hercules.
Yeah. Mostly those. We weren't, Up Down was a classic. That was inside though.
Yeah.
If it was bad weather, everyone you'd go. It's like when parents weren't home, but everyone would go upstairs, shut all the lights off, pitch black, and then one person starts downstairs, and everyone has to try and get downstairs before the other person can basically find you or tag you. But that was much younger.
Did you guys ever play Foursquare?
Yeah.
That was the game, bro.
Oh yeah,
in my neighborhood, and we had chalk and everything, line. Yeah.
What about swimming pool games? Did you guys play toothpick growing up?
Oh yeah, we used a golf tee though, but yeah,
golf tee.
I don't know what that is.
Someone puts a toothpick at the bottom of the pool, it floats up, and it's hard to see, and you have teams, and you're trying to jump in, grab the toothpick.
Nope, I didn't. We didn't.
What about on the diving board when you're turning around and you see someone crossing, and you gotta go in and tag them?
Nope.
Okay.
I went to the MDC Boston pool, so where was I going? Randy's in Worcester, Randy.
Hey, what's up? You ever hear of suicide?
Yeah, with the baseball game off the wall, then you hit him?
Yeah, you throw a tennis ball as hard as you can against the wall, and if your opponent makes an error 3 times, you get to pin him against the wall and huck it at him
as
fast as you can.
We did that too, but dude, I went to Catholic school and we were playing suicide. They banned it, dude. They wouldn't let us play.
There's something about the name. It kind of rubs people the wrong way, but you know what? That's what turns boys into men.
Yeah. Thanks, Randy. Yeah, suicide ruled. We played that all the time. Dodgeball was kind of big too in like grade school.
Dodgeball.
But neighborhood kid, like I said, we were city kids, so we'd either play suicide off the wall or go to the golf course and look for golf balls and sell them on the street. Or, but capture the flag we'd play.
Capture the flag was fun. Relivio. Yeah, we were playing the same game, just different names. Yeah, you're just capturing the other the other guy.
My buddy Joel just asked, steal the bacon? What's that? Should I even say that on air? What is steal the bacon?
Steal the bacon? Wait, like real bacon?
I just got a text that says, steal the bacon. Griffin, what's up, bud?
What's up? Driving back from Boston. Actually, it was just at a Swedish meetup, so glad some Swedish guy taught you how to speak English. It was great. We used to play a game called Dibble Dabble. I think you guys are just talking about it with the tee in the pool. Jump in. Great times back in the neighborhood playing that. And then manhunt and all that. So love the conversation, guys.
Thanks.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Griffin. Dibble Dabble, huh?
Now I need to know what steal the bacon is.
Luke is in the car. Luke.
Hey, Joe. Two staples in my neighborhood were kick the can and kill the man with the ball.
Kick the can.
Kill the man with the ball. Dude, we played that all the time, especially during tackle football.
Yeah, that was how you finished tackle football.
Yes.
That was the end of tackle football. Eventually someone got hurt.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up predominantly in Ipswich, Massachusetts.
All right, North Shore guy. Clamming.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, so what's this game?
All right. So we used to play tackle football a lot, but at the end of the game, we would just give someone the ball and we'd tackle the man with the ball. And then you'd pitch it around. It was kind of like what they did in...
so it's like rugby.
No, what they did in the Adam Sandler movie there. Remember when it was the rain? Someone told me long ago. Remember they just threw the ball up in the air? No, what was the longest yard? Remember they all threw the ball and just tackled each other? Yeah, that's tackle the man with the ball.
Yeah. Just kick the can is a great game.
All right, we have to go shortly. Danny's in Nashville. Danny.
Hey, what's up, Joe? How you doing?
Hi.
Hey, so I used to work at this camp called Camp Rotary in Boxford, Mass. And we used to just take a big-ass watermelon and then grease it up. And then we'd have counselors versus campers in the shallow section of the lake, and we were just tossing these kids around as they were trying to get after it.
Grease the watermelon? All right. Have we done 5 calls yet, or is there one more?
I told Riley's trying to call in. We'll try to get him maybe next. Well, the show's almost over, actually.
We got to go to break.
We got to go to break. I'm Joe Murray. Hey, you know what? Let's just skip the headline. Red Sox lost 10-2. And right now, Spurs all over the Thunder, 106-82. Headlines brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You'll save 15% off your next drive through oil change. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people.
Don't go anywhere. There's more Joe Murray.
Joel, what's steal the bacon?
All right, Joe. Steal the bacon is think Red Rover, right? You line up a bunch of people on each side. The bacon is the football in the middle. You call a number, and you have to get the bacon, back to your side. It gets messy. You get a bunch of numbers, bunch of kids going. It's crazy.
We used to do that in basketball. You'd put 2 basketballs on the court, and then you'd have to fight for the ball, and whoever got a layup first would win.
Yeah, this is crazy. There's a bunch of Jewish kids at Jewish camp going nuts. It's wild.
Riley. What's up, Riley? Riley. Did he fall asleep on us?
Oh, he's Riley.
This is your punter friend.
Riley.
This hour of the Sports Hub has been great, and it's been brought to you by Valvoline. This guy sent us home. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Enjoy a quick and convenient vehicle maintenance this month. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com. You can save 15% off an extra after oil change at Valvoline Instant Oil Change, the official oil change of busy people. For Derek Olson, our intern, James Scaramuzzino, and Street Team Joe, I'm Joe Murray, but that's not the way we send you off. Joe, send us home, baby.
4. James.